Ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button. Let's get to 100,000 likes within the first hour. Like it there. Like it there. Tap the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Tap the screen. Tap the screen. Glad to see you all. Glad to see you all. Bakanga is the way. Nothing. The nothingness of all things. Everything comes out of nothing. Nothing is the foundation upon which all things are built. All things come out of nothing. There is no God. There never has been. Blacks will remain the eternal slaves of whites and Arabs as long as blacks worship Jesus and God. Black people will remain the eternal slaves of Arabs and whites as long as they worship Jesus and God. This is an undeniable truth. This is a foundational truth. And there is no one on this earth that can contradict what I have said. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you guys know the routine. This is Bakanga land. If you're going to send your request, I absolutely demand that you go straight to your point. And do not lose track of time. If you don't know what you want to say, don't come up, please. Now, ladies and gentlemen, do not stop hitting the like button. Let's not slow down at all. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Let's get straight to the point. Straight to the point. No exception. Well, of Lagos, I see you. I'll make an exception for you. What's going on, Anthony? Hello, Mr. Anthony. Hello, Mr. Anthony. Can you go straight to your point? All right, Mr. Anthony cannot come up. To your point, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, brother.
What's cooking, man? What you got
Hey,
for me?
what's going on? So I just want to know why don't you believe that? Why don't you believe in God? Why do you believe there is no God?
Because
Why?
the idea of God is 100% fictional. It is 10,000% primitive, and literally it is outdated, and it literally prevents a human being from using more than 2% of their brain.
Right. So you don't even believe there the possibility of God
It
existing.
is
You don't even think.
absolutely impossible that you have a supreme being.
Okay. Do you believe that Jesus walked the earth?
There was no one in this world that was real, that was a Jesus Christ, as stated in the Bible.
So okay, I'm gonna tell you. This is facts. The Messiah did walk the earth.
In your
Name.
imagination. And you can believe it all you
No.
want to. You can persuade yourself of it. You can make yourself feel good. You can dig up all the so-called historical evidence that you want to. We know
Right.
that there was no such character. It was fabricated.
But there is documentation of Jesus walking earth.
There is no
So
documentation that can prove that anyone walked the earth, especially not a character like Jesus. The proof that we need to know that a character like Jesus walked the earth is not going to be found in any book written by any European.
it's just I can't get my head over the fact that you can't even see a possibility
It's
of
not that
God
I can't
existing.
see a
Like,
possibility. It's just that you just don't understand the world in which we live in. You are completely disconnected from reality. That's why you think that there is a possibility. You live in a world of fiction. There is no possibility that Obi-Wan Kenobi is real. There is no possibility that Bruce Wayne is real. There is no possibility that Clark Kent is real. Those are all
Right.
fictional characters.
No, no, yeah, those are fictional characters, but
So is your
it's a
Jesus.
different.
So your Jesus was created in the exact same way that our fictional characters today are created. You just don't understand how times work, and
Yeah, except
you have confused the fictional ideas of a previous generation as reality. That's your problem.
no, no, brother, no. I don't even know how to
Let me
like
ask you something, bro.
try to.
If Jesus Christ did not exist, you wouldn't know how to live your life.
I wouldn't know how to live my life. Correct.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. You see what I'm
If God
saying?
didn't
No, no,
exist,
no. Think about it. So you're telling me that if there was no God, you wouldn't know how to get a job. You wouldn't know how to treat people right. You wouldn't know how to
right?
have a family. You wouldn't know how to do any of that.
Exactly, exactly. I wouldn't. Now look, tell me why. Tell me why we even believe in morality. So what's the difference between you somebody killing somebody and then saying it's wrong or right? How do we know that killing people is wrong?
Killing people is not wrong.
It's not wrong. See,
If listen carefully.
it
Listen.
is.
Hold up, bro. Don't you even dare play the hypocrite with me, bro. Like
No, no,
it's
no, brother. I'm
people.
not.
Hold up. It's people with your logic that are the source of all the evil in the world, because you're going to stand here and try to defend a God that killed everybody in the world, and you're trying to tell me that killing people is wrong, and you're trying to defend this idea of a good God. You realize that that your God is the number one killer of all? Because if you're going to judge anyone by the standard of justice, justice is not respecter of persons. And if your God is a person, he got to follow the rules of justice. There's no freaking exception.
Okay, how do we know that someone who goes and shoot up a school is wrong? How do we know that,
That's just your opinion.
brother? Almost everybody would tell you
The
that that is
person that
wrong.
goes and shoot up the scale is not worse than a God that floods the whole world when he has supreme power to save women and children, but he doesn't. Listen, there is no more evil character in this world than your God.
Brother, what I'm trying to get you to understand is morality wouldn't be true without God existence.
Morality is a human
There would be no
construct.
sense. There would be no
Morality,
sense of morality.
morality is a human construct. When in reality, morality doesn't really govern human behavior. Human beings still do what they want to. Morality is the excuse that they give.
Right, and without God, it wouldn't. We wouldn't even have that cue because we wouldn't be able to tell the difference between right and wrong.
That's you. No, don't say we. That's you, bro. You think,
Well,
bro, bro.
we already have
Let
to.
me tell you
You have
what's
to
right and wrong for
presuppose
me.
God.
Right and wrong for me is what I like and what I feel like. It's not what anybody else determines.
Yeah, yeah, but how is it justified? How is what you say justified? Like from your beliefs?
What's justified?
Because you you can't justify.
It has nothing to do with beliefs.
Yeah, but how do you justify your? How do you justify how you
I feel about what?
feel about morality, right?
Did I invent
That's what you.
morality? Did I invent morality? There's no word for
No.
morality in my tribal language. So unless you're a white man, morality is really the language of an Englishman. So it's a concept that was fabricated by those people. And if you're going to mentally handicap yourself to that, that's your problem.
Brother.
Don't brother me, bro, in this situation. There's no need for brothering. You are the one who is limiting the scope of your brain. You're only using 2% of your brain
Because
power.
right, because I understand that God is the one who even gave me the knowledge
You
in the
don't.
first place.
Nah, that's a lie. Now you're a liar.
That is true.
Now you are a liar. God didn't give you nothing. God ain't never gave you nothing in this life. Everything you gain from this life is either through your personal experience of interacting with humans or non-human organic creature or intangible, non-thinking things. But you ain't never met a God. You have never interacted with a God. And you are so gullible that you can't even realize that it sounds foolish for you to say it out loud, bro.
It's foolish for you to
If
think
you
that,
if you were a righteous man, you will never say a lie like that. You
brother.
ain't never met a God nowhere in your life. You ain't never met a God nowhere.
Brother, you're not even open to the fact of it being a creator. So
Open to bro, are
trying
you
to
are you open to the fact that your God doesn't exist?
right, all right. I am.
No, no, no. Hold up, hold up,
I
hold up,
have been.
hold up,
I
hold up,
have
hold up.
been deceived,
Are you open to the fact right now that your God doesn't exist?
brother. I used to be of that.
That's not that is
That's what
not
I
what
used
I'm
to think.
asking you. That's not what I'm
That's
asking you. I'm asking you right here, right now. Are you open to the fact that your God does not exist? Right here, right now.
yes, I am. I
Okay,
am. Yes.
okay. What would the world be like if your God didn't exist?
What would the world be like if God didn't exist? I can't say.
Um, the
We
world,
wouldn't have
bro.
a sense. We wouldn't have a
Listen, bro.
sense of right and wrong.
Listen. The world, bro. Right and wrong got nothing to do with God. Come on,
No,
man.
I'm telling you. I'm
Come
telling
on,
you.
man.
If
Bro,
God didn't
what is
exist,
right and wrong in the United States is made by the US government. What is right and wrong in China is made by the Chinese government. It ain't got nothing to do with God. What is right and wrong in North Korea is made by Kim Jong Un. This is the realm of humans. Stop being delusional.
no. What I'm asking you is how is it justified?
It's justified because men say so. We say so. We make the rules. We make the rules. We do. Not any God. And if you're a man and you're not the one making the rules in your life, you are somebody's slave.
But you still can't tell me how we justify things.
We
And
justify
for
them. We justify them based on our wants and our desires.
so so if I don't agree with that, right? Is it still justified?
From your perspective, it is. Yes. You
Right.
have
So how do
every
we come?
you
So
have
how do we come
every
to a
right. You have every right to disagree with me. And if we can't get
right?
along, we meet on the battlefield and the fittest will survive.
So you're saying there's no way for humans to fully come to a agreement on what is justified and not, and what's not justified?
War. War is the way we come to agreement.
Or
And we love it. We love it. That's why we do it all the time. It's consistent. Everything I'm telling you is consistent with reality. There's nothing wrong with it. That's just how it is.
why is why is war justified?
Because we want to. We make the truth. Nobody goes to war without thinking. We go to war because we want to. We didn't have to drop that bomb on Hiroshima. We did it because we wanted to. We want to. We didn't have to rescue Germany and France from Hitler, but we did because we want to. We choose what we do. If you're not the one choosing
Right.
what you do with your life, my friend, you are somebody's slave. Now, thank you for your time. Okay, brother, I am going on to the next guest.
All right, brother. Just stay blessed.
Bro, you
No,
don't need to,
seriously.
you don't need to tell me to stay blessed for me to stay blessed. You realize that you would have to be completely ignorant of how my life is for you to suggest that you need to tell me to stay blessed.
No, that's not what I'm getting by towards that.
No, no, but don't
Because I
tell,
hope you.
but don't state the obvious. Don't give me something that has no substance to my existence. Why do you do that?
Oh, so, but I'm saying, brother, like I want you to see the light,
What light?
the the light that God gives.
And what is the light that God gives? You still don't, bro. You still lie.
Look,
You still steal. You still masturbate. You still do every single thing that people who don't have the damn light do. You are delusional, brother. You are delusional.
but
Bro,
look,
you are
I can be
still the
saved.
exact, no,
I
bro.
can.
This is bullshit. You are exactly the same as everybody else. Ain't nothing in your life different. You ain't got no light that nobody else ain't got. You and Hitler are exactly the same.
Brother, listen. Can we can we come to an understanding that God walked the earth? I mean, Jesus walked the earth. I'm sorry.
Bro, you can't come to the understanding of a fictional
Who?
idea as if it's real. I think what you are suffering from is a misunderstanding. You can't just make something true because you feel like it, bro, without evidence. Real bro, plus Jesus Christ is supposed to have been resurrected. So instead of us arguing, how
Right,
about you just summon him down from heaven? Just summon him.
right.
No, no. How about you
Jesus
just
Christ resurrected
how about
himself.
you just summon him? You know him, right?
Right,
You talk to him, right?
right.
Tell him that you need to pull up right here. Tell him that nobody has seen him in 2,000 years. That it's about time we see him because he's trying to come off as a fictional idea because that's exactly what he is, and you're the one who's deluded.
Brother, God
You
gives us
you
our
are not
knowledge.
honest,
God,
bro. You're like an alcoholic who doesn't want to admit that he's drunk and he can't drive. So you want to convince
what?
yourself that it's real, right, bro? There is no
What?
Jesus. There's no Jesus, okay? There's no Jesus except your imagination. If you stop talking about it, if all of you religious people stop talking about it, it's gonna die out just like any other idea. It's only relevant because people are addicted to it.
No, even in the old times, right? The people who was never given the law, like Gentiles, right?
Human
Non-Israelites,
beings, human
they
beings
still
have
had a
always
sense of
had
God.
law.
There will always be a sense of God. There will always be
There is
one.
no such thing as a sense of God. God is an Englishman's idea. There is no word for God in my tribal language. I'm African, bro. Bro,
Is
listen,
there
bro. Let
any
me tell you something,
is there
bro.
anything
Bro,
there has to be
bro, let
something
me
in
ask you
your
something,
language.
bro. No. How you gonna tell me there has to be something when you don't speak my language, bro?
No.
Are you tripping?
So so
You, bro, you
is there
have no
anything that
clue.
alludes to a higher power? Is there
No,
anything that alludes to higher
no,
power? Nothing?
no,
Nothing eternal? What
no,
about the word infinity?
no. There's no word. There's no word.
Infinity isn't
There is no word infinity in my language.
nothing. Okay. Okay, so
Listen to
what
me,
makes
bro.
your language
Let me tell you,
what make
because we Bantu people, we understand the elements and the very fundamental of our reality. There is nothing bigger than us. That's why the ancestors are the representation of the top of the food chain, but we are the ancestors. We are the physical manifestation of the ancestors. And our ancestors are ideas of men who have lived and died and gone.
so you don't believe that your ancestors walked the earth either then? Because you believe that you are
I
your ancestors.
know my ancestors walked the earth.
Right.
But
So how are you
my ancestors are not people. They're ideas because I never met those people in person.
ideas?
The ones that I did meet in person are the ones that I can tell you who they are, right? The ones that lived 1,000 years ago,
Yeah.
it's just an
Does that
idea
make
of
them
people
not
that
real?
live. No, they're not real right now.
But
They're obviously not real right now. They're dead and gone.
right, so that's why you can't even fathom Jesus walking the earth because
Bro, you
like
don't
I
fathom.
don't even know.
There's no need to fathom Jesus walking the earth, bro. Like I said to
No,
you, there was no such man called Jesus that walked the earth.
wait.
Jesus is a Greek
So
language.
so explain to me your ancestors. So did they walk the earth or did they not walk the earth?
Once upon a time, there were human beings
They
in this
walked the
world.
earth,
Once upon a time, there were human beings on this earth from whom I
right?
genetically descend.
Right,
Yes, physical embodiments. We have their bones and their skeletons. We have their
but
architectures and their buildings, right? But those people are
right,
irrelevant to us because we don't need them in order to live today. The only thing we need from them is the genes and the bodies that we have. That's it. Nothing more.
right. So do you agree that they were once alive though, right? You do agree that.
Not that they were once alive, they were alive.
So do you have proof of your ancestors?
Yes,
Okay, show me.
I'm here.
So I can say that same thing for God.
No, that's foolishness because nobody's gonna find the
No,
skeletons of God.
I'm here.
Can you
I'm
give me
here
the
because
skeletons of
God
God?
literally.
Can you give me the skeletons of God? Show me the remains of God. Bro. So God was a human being? Because
God took on
you
flesh.
you have a
God,
father
God,
and a mother.
God took on
Are
flesh.
you genetically related to Jesus?
Am I genetically related to?
Yes, because
Well,
we can trace
I'm made
DNA.
in God's image. I'm made
No,
in God's
I
image.
didn't ask you that. That's not what I. Are you genetically? Do you? If we trace your bloodline, are we gonna find a dude in it called Jesus?
Jesus never had any kids, so
Bruh,
his bloodline is
bruh,
discontinued.
bruh. That's why I'm telling you. So did Superman. Superman didn't have no kids. So Jesus and Superman hang out together.
Jesus, I mean, Superman
Let
did
me ask
have
you a
kids.
question, bro. Let me show you your condition, bro. Bro, where where
Like,
was your genetic ancestor 500 years ago? Tell me.
where's my genetic? I don't know, brother.
Okay. No. Hold on.
I don't know. I
No,
don't know. I'm
no.
being honest. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
sure. I know you don't know, bro. You're a man suffering from an identity crisis. That's why you're falling in love with your enslaver, right? Because you can only speak his language. Listen, bro, your name is probably a white name given to you
So
that,
I have an African name,
bro, what's your,
African name, brother.
what's your African name?
Dakari.
What does the carry mean?
I don't even know. I know it came
Okay,
from an
yeah, then
African
you don't have an
background.
African name. You don't have an African
Okay,
name.
so that's your logic right there,
No,
right?
bro, you are talking to an African. Every African name has a meaning. If your African name doesn't have a
So
meaning,
that's
it's not an
no,
African
no.
name.
So if I don't know it, that doesn't mean that I don't have it. Since I
Brother,
can't tell you.
it is not an African name if it doesn't have a meaning.
Brother, okay, so
Your
there's
name,
a
your
country.
name,
There's a
your
country in
name.
Africa
Listen,
named Dakar.
listen carefully, bro. As an African, your name is not the sound; it's the meaning of the sound. That's what your name is.
The
That's why.
meaning of
That's why people need to know your name. People need to know your
how you
name for the meaning of your name. That's what it means to really be African. Even if you are born in Africa and you don't know the meaning of your name, you don't have an African name.
so
You probably believe in Jesus and Mohammed. Listen to me, bro.
no
A man
Muhammad.
who doesn't know
Only
himself cannot tell the story of another man. If you don't know where your ancestors were 2,000 years ago and what language they spoke, you are a lost man. You're going back and forth looking for an identity. And
right.
guess what?
So
You
you think
found
it's
the
more
white man,
important?
and the white man gave you an identity.
So you think it's more important to know the history of your ancestors
If you don't know your
rather than
freaking
know
self, if you don't know your freaking self, how will you even know that you believe? How do you know that you are you, bro? Tell me, how do you know that you are you?
because God gave me the knowledge to know.
How do you know that you are you? I didn't ask you why. I said how.
How how do I know that I am me?
Duh.
Yeah, that's what I should be asking you, brother. How do you know that
I
this is
have
all true?
asked you a question. You either answer the question because you know or you say you don't know. How do you know that you are you?
Like I said, brother, God gave me the knowledge to
No,
know.
I didn't ask you what knowledge do you have. I didn't ask you that. I asked you how. I didn't ask you a why. Bro, you can't even speak the language, the only language that you speak, bro. Come on. I didn't ask you how. I didn't ask you why. I didn't ask you who. I didn't ask you where. I asked you how. Tell me the method by which you know that you are you and how the hell did you get here on this earth? How? Not who. How?
Okay, how I got on this earth is God created the universe and put me here.
That's not what, bro. There is no way you're that delusional, bro. So you didn't go to school?
Oh yeah, I definitely went to school.
Bro,
Yeah,
are you in a,
graduated, got my
do you
high
live,
school.
bro, are you in a, like a mental, like hospital right now or something?
No, why are you saying like? How do you feel that way?
No,
So
because
you believe that everyone
I asked you, tell me the method by which you know that you are you and how you got here. And you literally just pull out a fictional idea
wait
that
wait
doesn't explain nothing.
can you answer that? Can you answer that same question you're
I
asking
will
me? Can
answer
you
the question when you answer the damn question, bro. How did you get here? You. I'm not talking about humanity. I mean, you. How do you even know you are you? How do you know that you are you? Answer my question.
how do I know that I'm me?
Yes.
Because the Holy. How do I know that I am me? Because
I didn't, bro.
I don't know.
You don't answer a
What?
how question with because. Because is how you answer a why
What?
question. If someone asks you why, then you should answer the question with because. If someone asks you how, you tell them how. Not because. Because it's a conjunction, bro. Come on, bro. I know you know how to speak English. How?
Right.
How do you know that you are you? Because if you don't know that you are you, that is why you don't know that what you believe in is a 100% fictional idea, because you don't even know the meaning of the word you.
brother. So, like I asked you earlier, answer that same question you asked
Bro,
me.
how can I
How do you
answer
know
that
that?
question to a man who doesn't
Because
even know himself?
my justification isn't
Bro,
good enough for you. So
I didn't,
you
bro,
answer
it's
that
not
same.
that it's good enough. It's that it ain't good at all. It ain't good at
It's
all.
not good at all.
Yeah, you
It's
might as well,
good for
bro,
people in the chat. It's good.
you might as well tell me that a crocodile made you.
Brother. So how do you know that you are you, brother? How do you know?
I know that
Because
I am me
yeah,
because I am pumping oxygen right now to my lungs. And that oxygen
right.
goes into my heart and it pushes pneumatic fluid, which is called blood, through my system and it sustains me. I'm a machine that needs to nourish myself, right?
And
Constantly.
how do you
Hey,
know you're not
hey,
hallucinating right now?
hey, let me finish talking. You asked me how, so I'm going to give you the entire process. Your attention
Hmm.
span is short, but you need to listen, right? So
Right.
I am a machine that is pumping oxygen right now, and I need
Right.
5 different foods every day in order to go about my day. I consume
You said
electricity.
because.
Brother, listen.
You said because
I consume,
in your justification.
brother, I'm not done talking. I am telling you how. So listen and follow how.
Okay.
I consume water.
Following
I
along.
consume water and I consume solid earth. I also consume electricity and I consume fire, right? And such
Right.
it has been for approximately 29 years. Before those 29 years, there is a man in whose image I am the explicit copy. That man is my father. He is the sperm provider. And there's another woman
Right.
whom I am her explicit image, and that's my mother, right? There's no other woman with whom I share a resemblance other than that woman. I have brothers, and guess what?
Mm-hmm.
My father has a father and a mother. My mother has a father and a mother, and it continues to go infinitely. That is how I know that I am who I am. When I was old enough to answer to a name, I responded because I became old enough to distinguish between what is and what is not. Now, I am communicating with you right now using sound, and you are
Right.
receiving my sound through your eardrums. I am a machine
And and how do you know you're not hallucinating?
because in order for me to be hallucinating, I will not be able to inflict this pain upon myself.
No, no, you don't know if you're hallucinating or not. You
Okay,
don't know.
okay, hold up. Because again, you have a problem. This is the definition of the word hallucination, okay?
But you have no way of truly knowing if you're
This
hallucinating or
is the
not.
definition of the word hallucination, a perception of having seen, heard, touched, tasted, or smelled something that wasn't actually there. What is the
Wait,
opposite? What is the opposite of hallucination?
consciousness, being conscious, I
No,
guess.
you're wrong. What is the opposite of hallucination?
The opposite of hallucination.
If a person is not hallucination, what are they?
Uh, being just fully conscious, fully conscious.
No, a hallucinating person is still conscious.
Uh, but they're not fully conscious, are they?
They're fully conscious.
Sane, okay, being sane. Is it fully sane?
What does it
Is
mean to
that
be sane? What does it mean to be sane?
uh, clear judgment in the mind,
Okay, I am clearly judging right now, and I'm communicating to
right?
731 people, and I'm keeping their attention. That would be impossible for someone who's hallucinating. Not only that,
Yeah, but
I am performing a complex task right now. You see, a
right,
hallucinating person cannot perform complexity. Complexity would break a hallucination. In this moment right now,
So,
there's no way I'm hallucinating.
so you believe
The
that the
only way,
universe?
listen, the only way for me to be hallucinating is if you are hallucinating. Are you hallucinating?
No, brother. But
How do you know you're
the
not
difference,
hallucinating? How do you know you're not hallucinating?
because God gives me the knowledge to know.
How?
Literally, that's all.
How?
That's
How?
the same way I know that
Are you a liar?
sin is wrong.
Are you a
The
liar?
same way.
Are you a liar?
Am I a liar? I've lied before
No, no,
in
no,
the
no, no, no,
past.
no. Are you a liar?
Am I a liar? Yes, I've lied before.
No, 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 bro. Are you a
I've
liar
lied
right now?
before.
Right now. Are you lying right now?
No, I'm not lying right now.
Okay. Then prove to us that God gave you that information. Prove it.
Well, if you deny God, it leads to the
Prove that God
if you
gave
if you
prove that God gave you information
if,
right now.
if you deny
You
God, it leads to the
bro,
impossibility.
prove it.
Prove it.
Prove that
Okay, I would
God
say
gave
this.
you the knowledge to know that you're not hallucinating. Give us evidence right now, because if you can't give it, not only are you a liar, but that would suggest to us that you are hallucinating, because you think that someone is giving you something who's
Oh,
not.
okay, so that's like I said earlier. We have to.
Brother,
I don't know how I can prove to
prove,
you that Jesus walked the earth.
because
I
you
don't
are
know how I can.
hallucinating. Because you are hallucinating. That's why you can't prove it. I
No,
rest
that's
my
not
case.
why, brother.
Brother, I rest my case. You are
No,
hallucinating. That is why you can't prove it, okay? Thank you for your time, brother. I will go on to the next guest.
Kwam Shala, brother.
And you are hallucinating.
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes, yes. Yo, I have something to say to you, man. I don't know what happened. I don't know why you left Jesus, you feel me? But Jesus Christ is our Savior. We don't know what you talking about, man. But you gotta understand who created this world. Satan is in the ground right now, and the river have been dried up. He will be coming out to kill a third of humans. You hear me? I don't know what you talk about. I've been watching your videos, man. You talking bad about Jesus, but he's your savior, man. I don't like, come on, man. You gotta wake up. Stop getting lost. You let the demon get the fool of you. That's the only reason why you talking like that. But I can't say nothing to you. Jesus still love you. He's gonna find a way to get you back in track. I believe in that. I got faith in that. But bro, you cannot be talking about Jesus like that, bro. You're not your own, yo, bro. Everything you just said in this video right now, everything you just said in this live sounded stupid. I ain't gonna lie to you. Explain yourself. I want to hear more. Like, bro, come on, bro. Jesus, no, don't lock the camera. Jesus came down here to die
Hey,
for our sin.
hey,
That's all he came
that's
down here
been
for, bro.
that's been 1 minute. It's my turn to talk.
Go
Now,
ahead, talk, my man.
you have a mental condition.
Mental condition. No. Who took him down? Oh, come on. I was about to enjoy that one. Don't do that. Where did he go? I was about to feed him some reality. Oh, come on. If he left on his own good, because I was about to give him his diagnosis. I was about to give him a prescription from Dr. Bakanga. A few screws are missing up there. There's a disconnection in the mentality. His left brain and his right brain are not connected. The left and right brain are not connected. They are disconnected. Go straight to your point.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Go straight to your point, please.
Okay. So I've been watching for a little bit, and my question I have a question before before I can ask you pertaining your background. The question you just asked the brother who came before the next brother who just dropped. You said that because he didn't know something, he was not. He was he. If you don't know something, it means that you are elucidating or whatever you call the word. If you don't know something,
Bruh, if you're gonna
is that
quote
what you are
me,
saying? If you don't know
if you're
something,
gonna quote me, at least remember what you're trying to say. What are you trying to
and
say?
that's what I'm trying to say.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say that because you asked a question about God and Jesus Christ, right? You're asking a question that because we are trying to tell you that Jesus Christ is our Lord, and you are saying that
Bruh,
there should be a proof of
are
it.
you a slave?
And we are trying to tell
Are
you that
you a
the proof is
slave?
in the Bible. Am I a slave?
Yeah.
I'm not a slave. What
Okay.
make me a
A
slave? I'm
lord,
not a slave.
a lord is an Englishman who is who's of the nobility. That's a lord. The word lord was fabricated. It's an English word that was made by the English. If you claim to me that someone who existed before the English existed was your lord, you understand your mental predicament, right? Like something is not right. Something is disconnected up there because you don't know the meaning of the words you are
Okay.
using, and you are just saying Jesus cannot be your Lord because human beings on earth today don't have lords unless you serve the King of England. There's no such thing as a Lord, bro. Lord what, bro? A Lord is an official title in England if you're from the Parliament. So I mean I don't know, bro. If you want to keep serving you sound like a black guy. So if you still have a slave master, that's good for you, bro. But I know they ended slavery a long time ago.
I'm a black guy. I'm an African, just like you.
No, you ain't no African just like me because you don't know what it means to be African, bro.
I don't know.
Bro, if you
But
knew
how do you know
where,
that I don't know
bro,
what it means to be
where
African?
was Jesus when your ancestors were being penetrated by? Hmm?
Where was Jesus?
Yeah, where was Jesus
I
when?
mean,
No, listen. Where was Jesus when this good Christian man came from Europe and took your grandmothers and your grandfathers and sodomized them? Where was Jesus?
you see, well, I would say this to you,
Where was Jesus,
my brother.
bro? Just tell me,
I was
bro. Where was Jesus? That's all I'm asking. Where was Jesus? You say he's your Lord, right? So if I trade you,
where he is right now. He's with his father in
bro.
heaven.
If I
That's
trace,
where he's at.
if I trace your bloodline, I should be able to
Uh
find
huh.
that your ancestry were all subjects of Lord Jesus, right? Because he's your Lord, so he must be your genetic Lord, right? Like literally, he owns you the same way that you know a family of farmers own like sheep or goat, and they multiply those goats over generation, and then the grandsons will also have goats that come from the goats that their grandfather reared. So you claim that you have a Lord, and you claim that he's your shepherd, you claim that you're his sheep, that must mean that your ancestors were also his sheep. So when your ancestors who were his sheep were being sodomized by good Christian men, where was Jesus?
Same place he is right now. Same place he's waiting to get all authority to be
No.
putting
In,
devil on
in,
his
in
feet.
your imagination?
In my imagination. Which
Yeah,
imagination are you
because you
talking
can't
about?
prove where he's at. You can just tell us a story.
Eh,
All
But
you're
that's
telling,
all I can give you
all
at this
bro,
moment. But
bro,
that's,
bro,
that's all I can give you at this moment.
of course. That's all you can give because you ain't got nothing to give. So you can only tell us a story, which is a lie that you can't prove. Prove to us that Jesus is in heaven right now. Prove to us that Jesus is in heaven right now. You can't even prove to yourself that Jesus is in heaven right now. That's why you got to keep repeating this stuff so you will believe it.
I can't prove that Jesus is in heaven. How can you prove where your ancestors are right now? Let
They
me
are
ask you that
dead.
question. How can
They
you
are
prove that?
dead. They are nowhere to be found because they are dead.
Okay, they are dead. And
So is
that's
Jesus
what their
dead?
name is. They
Hold
are
up.
dead.
Jesus
Jesus,
is Jesus dead?
Jesus is not dead, he's alive.
Okay, so
He's waiting for the time.
prove to me
He's
that he's
waiting.
alive. Prove to me that he's alive.
Everything has a
Prove,
time. When it
prove,
comes to God,
prove,
okay.
prove to
Can I
me.
say something?
No,
Can I say
no,
something?
no. Just answer my question. Don't
Okay.
say anything. Just answer my question. Prove to me that Jesus is alive.
I should prove because I am alive and I have an opportunity to
You're
gain
lying.
everlasting life
You're
if I
lying.
keep following his will.
Science has already proven that you are alive because you eat food and drink water every day. That's why.
Science, what do you mean I eat food and drink water every
That
day?
means
What
that
does that
you
supposed to
feed
mean?
yourself. You feed yourself. That's why
These things
you
are
are
just there
alive.
to sustain me. They are just there to sustain me. That's all it is for. Eating food and drinking,
Brother,
all these things are sustain the body.
but you didn't get the water from Jesus. It ain't got nothing to do with Jesus.
Well, did he provide from the beginning? Everything that we have at this moment, everything was provided.
Prove
The
it.
earth that we own, the
Prove it.
water that is in it,
Prove it.
the
Prove it.
animals that on it.
Prove it.
He,
Prove it.
what do you mean prove it? What is that to prove? You and myself
Prove
can't make these
prove
things
that
here.
prove that it wasn't Satan that put all these things here.
I should prove that Satan, because Satan himself was created by God.
How do you know that?
So what do you
How do
mean?
you know
What
that?
do you mean? Because he's the creator. He created everything. Heaven, earth, everything that is on it.
what if Satan is the creator who created God, who created Jesus?
Satan can never create God, because God himself the one created Satan.
Hold up,
So
hold
you
up,
don't even
hold
ask
up,
me that stupid
hold up.
question. That's a stupid question.
What if Satan was the creator?
Satan can never be the creator.
Okay, hold up. What makes Satan
God
Satan?
is the one who creates
Hold up.
everything,
Is
including
Satan
Satan.
is Satan a bad person?
Is Satan a bad person?
Yeah.
By the way you talk, I can tell that Satan, he's already a bad person.
Brother,
Satan been a bad
brother,
person. He's the one that
brother,
using you right now.
brother.
You are proof that
Is
Satan is a bad
is
person.
Satan
You
a
are
bad person?
proof.
Brother,
Yeah,
answer
you
my
are
question.
proof of that.
Listen, do not lose your
Yes.
self-control. Is Satan a bad
I'm not
person?
I'm not losing it. I'm saying you are a proof of it.
Is Satan a bad person?
He is a bad person. You are a proof of it.
Is Satan a bad person?
You are a proof of it. Yes.
That's
You
not,
are a
I
proof of it.
asked you a yes and a no question. Is Satan a
I
bad
said
person?
yes, and you are a
Okay.
proof of it. I said yes, and you are a proof
I
of it.
didn't ask you to give me proof, not just yet. I just asked you the simple question. So listen very carefully. Is Satan a bad
No,
person?
I said yes, and you are a proof of it.
Brother, I didn't ask you for proof of it. Is Satan a bad person?
Yes, and you are a proof of it.
I don't care. Not right now. Is Satan a bad person? Just it's either
Yes, and you
yes or
are a
no.
proof of it.
Yes or no. I didn't ask you for proof. Bro,
Yes,
is Satan a bad
yes.
person?
I'm saying yes, and you are a proof of it.
Okay, sure. What did Satan do that makes you convinced that
What
he's
is
a bad
Satan
person? What did Satan do to you? Did Satan
doing? Exactly the same thing that you are doing at this moment,
what
going
which is
against
what?
God's word and going against the Creator.
Okay,
Whenever you go against the
hold up.
Creator,
So
you
hold up.
become.
So if I
Uh-huh.
go against the
Go ahead.
creator, I'm a bad person, right?
Yes.
But guess
It's like
what?
your
Hold
father and
up,
your mother.
brother,
It's
brother,
like your father and your
brother,
mother. I will
brother,
give you an example.
brother,
No,
brother,
you give example.
brother.
Can I give example too?
No,
Can I give you
no.
example?
You listen
Oh, so
carefully.
I'm not allowed to give
I
example.
told
Or
you
you
to
just want to hear
listen
yourself talk.
carefully. I told
Okay,
you.
let me let you
I
talk.
told
And
you.
then give me the
I
opportunity to talk when you
told
finish.
you
Let
to
me do it.
listen carefully. I'm driving you somewhere. Stop talking and start listening. I asked you, is Satan a bad person? You said what? Yes, right? Hello?
I'm here. I'm just waiting for you to talk because I
Is
need to talk too.
Satan?
So go
Bro,
ahead.
I am
You go ahead and
interrogating
speak
you.
yourself.
Bro,
No,
listen
you're not
and
interrogating me.
respond.
This is not
Listen
interrogation.
and
This is a
respond.
discussion.
Brother, who killed more people, Satan or God?
You asking me a question?
Who
Can
killed
I
more
talk?
people?
Because
Who killed more people, Satan or God?
who kill more people will be. If you ask me that question, I will say
Brother,
Satan
who
because he the
killed
one
more people?
influencing people. Satan, the devil.
So Satan is the one who killed people in the days of Noah?
I will tell you why. I got a reason why I say
Brother,
that.
I don't care. I
I
only
got a
care.
reason why I
Bro,
say that.
you believe in the
You
Bible,
see,
right?
you keep saying you don't care. There's an
You believe.
explanation.
Brother,
So
you believe
there's
in
an
the Bible,
explanation
right?
to
You believe
everything
in
that
the
is
Bible,
answered.
right?
At this point, if I cannot express
Do you
myself or
believe
express
in
what
the
I'm saying,
Bible?
what
Do
the
you believe in the
what the
Bible?
use of this conversation? What is the use of this
Do
conversation?
you
If I cannot
believe in
express
the
myself,
Bible?
if I can't express myself, then what the
Do
use of the
you believe
conversation?
in the
If you
Bible?
can't let
Answer
your
my
if you can't let
question.
your
You
guess,
are expressing
if you can't let
yourself.
no, you are not
You are
even answering
expressing
your you are not
yourself
even answering
by
my
answering
question.
my question. Do you believe in the Bible?
Of course, 100%.
Okay, then stop lying about the Bible. The Bible says that God killed everybody in the days of Noah. God says that He is the author of evil. He said He does good and does evil. He said He is the Most High.
Can I
He did-
can I say something?
Listen, no,
Can I say something
no,
towards that?
no.
Then what the essence of having a conversation if I cannot say anything?
You are here to be educated and to be undomesticated. You are here so I can fix your brain.
Man, you
Listen,
you sure you want to fix
sit
this brain
down.
of mine?
Of course, I am a doctor.
You cannot fix this brain of mine because the only thing you are doing right now is just hearing
I
yourself
am a
talk.
doctor of fixing
You,
religiously
oh
damaged
my God.
brains.
How can you fix something in order for you to know my problem? You have to listen to me,
I
but you can't
already
even
know your
listen.
problem.
If you cannot listen,
Brother,
then you don't even
I am a
know what
professional.
to say.
I am a professional
How
at
can
what
you
I
fix
do.
something you cannot
You
fix?
see,
You're not a professional.
bro, you are demonstrating one of the
You're not a
symptoms of a
professional.
broken brain right now. You are demonstrating one of the symptoms of a broken brain. You don't know when to shut up. I gave you simple instruction. I said, keep quiet. You can't even keep quiet. Follow
You're not in that
instructions.
position to keep
Sir,
quiet. In a
sir, sir,
conversation,
sir,
I let you
sir,
talk and I
sir,
talk.
sir, follow instructions. You are here in front of the
Are
doctor.
you gonna follow
You
instruction
listen,
too? Are you gonna follow instruction? Are you gonna follow instruction too? Are
listen,
you gonna follow instruction?
listen.
Are you gonna follow
I
instruction?
am your supreme Lord right now. On this show, I rule over you, okay? If you don't like it,
You
leave.
cannot. You are
Listen,
not. The only rule
if
you can
you
do
don't
is
like it, leave.
the only thing you can do is
If
drop me.
you
The only thing
don't
you can do
like
is drop
it,
me.
leave.
You can never be a
Bro,
Lord. You
bro,
can never be my Lord. The only thing
listen,
you can do is drop
I
me.
am your
That's all
Lord
you
right
got the
now.
power to do right now.
I
Is drop
am
me.
your Lord, and
All
I
you
have
can do
made
is
you
drop
to
me.
lose your self-control. I have made you to
What?
lose your self-control. Look at you.
I haven't.
Uh-huh,
I haven't.
uh-huh.
What are you talking about? I haven't
Exactly.
lose my self
So
control.
why can't you control yourself?
I haven't.
Because
You
I
can
made you
never
so.
make me lose my self
I
control.
did. I did. Look, you keep talking
Right,
erratically.
right now at this point,
Uh-huh.
I'm here to
Uh-huh.
educate you and you to
Uh-huh.
fix your brain.
Uh-huh.
I'm here to fix you
Uh-huh.
up. You need fixing,
Well,
my brother. You need some serious fixing. So I'm
if
here to fix you up.
brother, check this out. Check this out.
So listen, let me fix you up a
How
little bit.
can a
Be
man
quiet a
who
little bit.
has
Let me
no
fix you up.
brain how can a man who
Be
has no
quiet a
brain
little bit
fix
so I can
anything?
fix you up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you have been kissed by the power of the Almighty mute. So who has power now? Huh? Who has power?
All you can do is drop me. All you can do is drop me.
I'm not dropping you. I'm just going to mute you until you get tired. How about that? Because I have power.
All you can do is
Almighty
drop me, my
power.
bro.
Almighty power. And I will drop you when I'm done having fun with you.
And I got the same power too. I got the same power. I can mute myself.
Duh. Duh. Mute yourself. How about you mute yourself? Let me see. Try it. Let me see. Let me see you do it. Mute yourself. Let me see you mute yourself, brother. Come on. Come on, good brother. Mute yourself. Let's see you do it. Let's see you do it. Let's see you do it. Oh, look at that. Uh-huh. Good job. Let's guess. Just stay muted, okay? Just stay on timeout. Just stay on timeout and think about your life decisions. What's going on, Neezy?
Hey, what's going on, man? I just wanted to tell you, bro, I really have no objections with you. You really did get in bro's head, though. I'm not going to lie.
I know.
But, hey, I want to let you know, bro, I've been watching your lives, and I do watch your channel, bro, and keep up the good work, bro, because you do have the clapbacks and you do have the answers, bro.
Hey, bro, you must know those answers. That's why you're so confident, you're so wise. Thank you for your time, bro.
Yes, sir. Hey, I really want to add one more question, though, to the fire that you could use.
Sure.
If we live in a logical world, right, you're going to want to take the, let's say you got to go to Walmart. You're going to want to get there as fast as possible, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if we live in a logical world, why did God create the devil knowing he would turn on him and then he would send us all to hell, and God already knew it?
God didn't
Why
create
wouldn't
the
he just...
devil. It's all imaginary, sir. You know, you and I know, right?
Yeah.
It lives in the back of religious people's heads. That's why we're trying to do mental surgery and remove it. Maybe we'll find God. Maybe we'll find God there.
For real. And then they're like, but I'm like, yo, it just sounds like a waste of time. Why wouldn't he create all his followers in heaven and just cut the BS out?
Bro, because it's an imaginary idea that was made by a human being who can't think. Primitive. It's primitive. Bro, people who believe in religion or who made religion don't think logically. They don't.
That's true. That is true. You got a point, my boy.
So
but, hey,
you can't ask them a logical question, bro. It makes no sense to them.
Yeah, because a lot of people, their beliefs aren't really cemented. It's just what they've been taught by their parents.
It's how
in the
they
generations.
feel. They are like the Detroit Lion fans, right? They're fanatics. So they love the idea to where the more false the idea is, the more they believe in it. Because then they're not willing to admit that they're wrong. It's a kind of sickness, bro. It's a kind of sickness. It literally is. It makes some of them violent. Some of them, it makes some of them good people. But eventually, that goodness turns to hypocrisy and they become worse than they were before.
Yeah, you got a point on that.
Think
It's
about it.
because
A religious
a lot
person
of people are
will
lost.
be the best person to you if they think that they got a chance to convert you. The moment they realize they can't convert you, then you really see who the devil is in that moment.
For real. Yeah, you said something. You said something on one of your lives where you were like, I think you had like a Muslim on, and you were like, yeah, every person who agrees with the Quran is a Muslim.
Exactly.
No other person who's outside of that would agree with that.
No. Only Muslims love the Quran. Think about it. The same thing is true
That's
with the
crazy.
Bible. But it's true, bro. Only Nazis love Nazi propaganda. Come on. Thank you for your time, bro. I appreciate you, okay?
Yeah, no worries, bro. Hey, keep up the good work, man, and continue working, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Indeed.
All right, bro. All right, Brody. How do I get out of here?
I got you. That's right. Sit down in the corner over there like a good boy. You see? I like it when my dogs follow orders. You know, I like when my dogs follow orders, you know.
That's
I
very,
love
very,
I
you know what I mean,
I
from an
love
intelligent man like you are calling your fellow brother a dog. You know what I mean?
I didn't call you a dog.
That shows your son has a
Bro, I didn't
maturity.
call you a dog. I
That
said, bro,
shows the sign
bro,
that just
I
shows
did not call you a
how
dog. I wasn't
educated you
talking
are.
to you. I wasn't
You
talking to
said
you.
sit in the corner like
I
a dog.
wasn't
You
talking
just
to
told
you.
me to sit in the corner like a
Bro,
dog,
I
and
wasn't
you are
talking to
educated
you.
people.
I
Wow,
wasn't
you
talking
are
to
a good
you.
teacher.
Brother,
You are a very good teacher.
I wasn't
You are a
talking to
very good
you.
teacher.
Why are you taking
You
personally,
just
bro?
did. You talked to me. You said I
No,
keep sitting in the corner there like a
no,
dog.
no, I
That's
wasn't
what you
talking to
just
you.
said.
I was just being poetic.
Wow.
I was just being poetic. Why
Wow.
are you taking it personally? I
Wow.
wasn't talking to you.
Wow.
I would never dare talk to you, a human being like that.
Wow.
Who, me?
Wow.
Bro, I would never talk to a
Really?
human being like that.
You know what?
You know?
No
Oh,
problem, bro.
now my
You
dog
know
is
what I mean?
barking. Look,
It's all
now my dog is barking.
it's
I wanted my
no
dog to stop.
problem.
I wanted my dog to stop talking. Now it's barking.
No problem.
Bro, do you see how my dog keeps barking? Bro, can you help me make my dog to shut up, please? Help me, man. This dog doesn't want to stop barking. I don't know what to do with this dog, bro. Can you help me, my brother? Can you help me? Oh, the dog has kept quiet now. Brother, you have skills. Brother, you have skill. You're a very skillful man, my brother. You,
No problem. No
yeah?
problem.
Oh,
Thanks for
oh,
having me.
oh. Hold on. My dog is trying to run away. Stop. Please.
I'm not running away. I mean, I came on your show.
Now it's
You say
barking.
you are educating
Now
people,
it's
and now
barking.
you're
Now,
relating to me as a dog. So
now.
it's no problem, man.
No, bro, I'm not
It's all
talking to
good.
you. No, bro, I'm not
It's
talking to
all
you.
good. It's all
No,
good.
bro, I
You
would
know what I
never,
mean? Thanks for having me,
brother,
bro.
I would never
Thanks
refer
for
to
having
you as a
me.
dog. I would never
No
disrespect you
problem,
like
bro.
that, bro.
It's all good.
Bro,
It's all good.
I would never do that to you,
It's all good. You know what I mean? I
bro.
came on your
Bro,
show
I
to give
can't
my
hear you. The
input
dog keeps
and
barking,
to
bro.
have a to have a
Bro,
to
I
have
can't, bro, I
a
can't hear
discourse with
you,
you. You can call me
brother. I can't hear you because the dog keeps barking.
a dog.
Oh yeah, it's growling now. Oh, it's quiet now. Okay. Wow, bro, this is man. I love dogs, man, but they can be loud sometimes, and they don't listen to commands. When I say sit, I like when my dog sits. When I say stand, I like when it stands. You know, because my dog always comes back for food. Mm. Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Bro, have you seen that movie, Men's in Black, my brother?
Why
Hello?
you referring me to me as your brother? I'm a dog.
No,
Just
bro.
continue saying what you're
Don't call
saying.
yourself a dog. Why would you call yourself a dog when you're not a
Yeah,
dog?
continue saying what I am. I'm not your brother. Because if you call me your brother, then you are a dog too, right? You know that,
Bro,
right?
that's why I
If
said
you
to
consider
you,
me as your brother.
exactly. That's why I said to you that I wasn't talking to you. I'm not talking to you. Bro, hold up. You thought I was talking hold up, bro. You were identifying with the words that I was using? Bro, why would you answer? Why would you think that I'm talking about you if I'm talking about a dog? Why are you identifying with a dog, my bro? You are a human being. You're not a dog. You're a human being. But I like it when my dog is quiet, though. The silence, the lack of
Me too.
pattern.
I like when my
Oh,
dogs are talking.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I like
You
when my
know what?
dogs keep talking. They don't want to listen
I'm
to another
gonna.
person.
This
They just
dog
want
is
to keep
making
talking.
so. This dog is making so much noise. I'm
This
going to
this this
permanently
this,
ban
this,
him from my
this dog
house.
this dog about to
I'm.
this dog about to
I'm
drop
going to.
this dog
I'm
about to
going
drop
to
me.
permanently ban this
This
dog, bro.
dog is about to
This
drop me.
dog.
Oh, this dog is about to drop me. This dog is about to drop me. This dog is about to drop me. Can
You
you
see,
imagine this dog
bro,
is about to drop me? Oh,
bro,
this dog.
bro.
This dog is
Are
about
you
to
really
drop
that easy
me.
to manipulate?
This
Are
dog
you
is about
really
to
that easy
drop
to
me. This
manipulate,
dog is about to drop me. Oh my God, this dog is about to drop me. Oh my God,
bro?
this
I,
dog is
bro,
about to drop
are
me.
you really that easy to
This
manipulate? You
dog is
fell
about
for
to
it,
drop me.
bro. You
This
fell
dog
for
is
it.
about to drop me. This
You
dog is
fell
about
for
to
it,
drop me.
ladies
This
and
dog is trying to
gentlemen.
say something
A
to me.
religious
This
person.
dog is trying to say something
This
to me.
is an example of a religious
This
person.
dog
You
is
see,
trying to say something.
he
This
was
dog
talking
is
about
saying something.
morality.
This dog is actually saying something.
Look at it. Look at that.
This dog is actually saying something. This dog is actually saying something. This dog is laughing. Oh, this dog is smiling. Oh, this
Good
dog is clapping.
job. You
This
see,
dog is going to
ladies
drop
and
me. This
gentlemen,
dog is going to drop. This
this
dog is going to
is
say something.
how.
This dog is saying
This is
something.
how.
This dog is saying
This is how easy religious people are to manipulate. You see, I made him break his code of conduct. I made him break his code of conduct. I programmed his mind, and he started backing exactly the way I wanted to. Because
This dog is about to drop me. This dog is about to drop me.
in his gullible
Go ahead.
religious mind, he thinks that if he repeats the same
This
thing
dog
over and
is about
over,
to drop me. Go ahead and drop me, dog.
bro, of course
Go
I'm
ahead
gonna
and drop
drop
me,
you.
dog.
Of course I'm gonna
Go
drop
ahead.
you, bro. Of course
Drop
I'm gonna
me. This
drop
dog
you.
is about to drop me.
Of
This dog is about
course
to
I'm gonna drop you.
watch this, ladies and gentlemen. Watch this. Watch
Mm,
this. Watch this.
mm,
Watch this.
mhm.
Let's go. Let's go, dog.
What's
Go ahead
going
and drop
on?
me.
What's going on, unknown Wahalo?
Hey man, hey man, sorry. This is too funny. This is too
Exactly.
funny.
This is classic, bro.
Exactly.
Uh,
Hey,
You're a
hey,
joker.
hey,
I
That's what you are.
brother
look.
unknown.
I just.
Please ignore my dog.
Mhm.
It barks. It doesn't
And
respect
then,
strangers.
hey,
Please
better
excuse my
known.
dog.
Hey,
Mm.
This
wait.
dog is always
You,
referring to another person as a dog. Can you
why do you,
imagine? Drop me.
why are you identifying yourself as a dog? When he says his dog, he's not calling you. He's
No.
calling his dog.
Uh-uh.
Why are you calling yourself a dog by answering to him? Just don't answer him. If you don't think you're a dog, then don't answer him.
Bro, he
If you don't
fell for it.
identify as a dog,
He fell for it. This is reverse psychology
exactly.
101, the easiest trick in the book. But his religious mind, will not let him see the simple trick. He fell for it.
Which trick? Which trick? There's no trick of what you did.
Bro,
You didn't do no tricking
the
over here.
moment you started saying that,
There is
the
no
moment
trick.
you
There's
referred
no
to me
trick
as
you did
dog,
here.
bro, you only started
No,
referring me as dog because you were copying me. You were copying me, were you not? You were just imitating
what do
me.
you mean? I'm not
Bro,
copying you.
yes, you
I'm
are.
not copying
Bro,
you.
everybody
No, I'm
knows
not.
that I started
No,
talking to
I'm
my
not.
dog first. Why did you start talking
No,
to your dog right after I started talking to my
no,
dog?
no.
Hey
Because you
man,
told me that I wasn't a dog, right? So what
uh,
made you think that I was copying you? If you wasn't talking to me,
Well, because I was talking
if
to
you
my
wasn't talking
dog.
to me,
I was,
why would you say I was
bro,
why are you saying I'm
bro,
copying you if you wasn't
bro, bro,
calling me a dog?
typical
If
religious
you wasn't
mind.
calling me a dog, if you
Listen,
wasn't calling me a dog,
guys,
right? You said you wasn't calling
listen.
me a dog, right?
I was calling you a dog.
No, you said you wasn't calling me a dog.
Now
You
I'm
said it. You said you wasn't
now I'm
calling
saying to
me.
you that I was calling you a
Oh,
dog.
now you are saying. Oh, now you are
wait.
saying it.
Yes,
I have a question for
because
you. I
dogs
have
are
a
easy to
question for you.
manipulate now.
Now you are saying
I have
it,
a
Dogs are
question.
easy
I
to
have a
manipulate.
question for you.
What's up, bro? What's up, bro?
If
man.
What's your
if
question?
if someone comes up to here and he calls you a monkey, and you
If
know
someone come
yourself
out,
that
oh
and
yeah,
you know
hey,
yourself that you are not a monkey, are you going to believe him that he says you are a monkey? Are you going to believe him?
why will I believe that I'm a monkey when I know I'm not a monkey?
So why are you reacting?
Exactly.
Why are you
So why are
reacting?
you reacting to him
Ah,
when he says you are a dog?
Well, I'm reacting the same way he's reacting to everything that we are doing here,
I'm the host of
and
the show,
that's what you guys are not getting.
bro,
He is
bro,
literally making
brother.
yourself call yourself a dog.
No,
Yes,
no,
yes.
I didn't.
You see,
No, I didn't.
he cannot see it because he's
No, I
not seeing
didn't.
from the outside, bro. All
Yeah,
you
I'm
had
not
to
saying
do,
from the outside.
bro. All you had to
So
do
long you
was
say
keep quiet.
there is no creator. So long you say there is no creator, there is no discussion.
Someone in the comments said dogs is the man's best friend. Hey, but man, I just want to say,
I waited for the perfect
I
time to take him down. I like to take him down right when they want to change the topic, right in that moment. You know, it's Listen, man, when you have a dog and you want to silence that dog, just wait until the dog is barking and is enjoying his back. I'm tripping, bro. I'm tripping.
Hey, but man, I
I
just
am
want to say,
tripping. This was
I
fun.
understand, I
This was
understand,
fun.
I understand what you said.
Bro, but when he
I've
goes to
been in your
church
life
now,
a couple
bro,
times.
when he goes to church and his pastor tell him something, bro, he comes out from there just repeating what his pastor said. Look at how easy it was for me to put an idea in his mind, and we don't even agree.
It's literally in the Bible. They literally call you a slave. They literally call you a sheep in the domain of a shepherd. So why do you believe that when you belong to God, you are free? If the Lord is your shepherd and you are his sheep, then you are not free. You belong to him. He is your master. This this is what I understood. And I've been in your life a couple of times. I'm not gonna say I disagree with you, but as an African myself, I can tell you that us African people, most of us African people, we are domesticated, and most of us we get domesticated so that people can manipulate. The whole idea of God was put in place for people to manipulate your mind, for people who know that you are gullible, that they can use this to. This is why they tell you to fear God. They tell you to fear God because, oh, if you don't fear God, something bad will happen to you. And this is how they can use nowadays, even if you are truly religious, people can use God to manipulate you in the worst ways possible. It's a stuff that people with higher political authority have been doing for a long time.
Bro,
And I don't get
I
why
I
people do
advise
not know
people to go
this.
and read the 48 laws of power. If you want to know if you're a slave, go and read the 48 laws of power and then look in your life and see if anybody is using those laws on you.
Mm.
The
Hey, but man, I
48
just
laws of
wanted to
power.
ask you.
Thank, thank you, bro. I don't know. You have anything else to say? Because me and you agree now, you know. I don't really go in depth conversation with people that I agree with. But you understand me. And I really appreciate you coming up. And you had the perfect mindset. I didn't know what position you would take. I was hoping that maybe you bring more excitement, and you did bring in the right way because you do agree with me, but you understood exactly what was going on with that last brother.
And you know what? As an African, I can understand why. I am at peace with myself when I say that I know that God is just an idea. But anyways, I still believe in God because it's all
Bro,
I can do.
if you know that
Because
God is,
God,
if
there's
you
no
know,
way to
bro,
know.
if you know that God is just an idea, then you already know it. You don't
I
need to
know, but
believe it. You don't need to even explain yourself. You know it. It's just an idea.
as
Because
an African, I cannot say I know that God does not exist. You know the beating I will receive. You know how
Mhm,
it works. You
mhm.
know how it works. Even if you can know anything, but as an African, like as I said, we are all domesticated.
Of course,
People have used this to domesticate us, and we are all in this. This is the real matrix. This is the real matrix, and we have yet to escape it. But yeah, I just wanted to ask you. I've been in your life a couple of times. I just wanted to ask you about the Black Future Month. You said September, and September 16th, it was a Black Future Month, and we was going to use it as a way to actually I forgot. That's why I was going to ask you.
reconciliation. So it
Uh-huh.
will be a day of fasting, and the goal is to get
Okay.
every black person in the world to participate. Where we have
Okay.
this universal awareness of forgiveness and this genuine forgiveness, where you genuinely forgive someone and you move past it, and we do it all to ensure our survival as a species because we are slowly going extinct because we are not productive enough to be of value
Uh-huh.
to other human beings. That's why white people don't respect us. That's why listen, bro. The only white people don't respect us because they're evil. They don't respect us because we don't really contribute much as a whole. We don't represent much.
Sometimes
We don't we
sometimes
don't we
it's
don't
not even
represent
about
much
being
as a
evil.
whole. We're easy to manipulate. We're easy to exploit.
Exactly.
We're very
Exactly.
gullible. Even the most intelligent people among us are gullible. It's sad.
Exactly. That's why sometimes it's not even about being evil. It's just about when you know you yourself, when you are playing the game and you know that it's easy to win, then you are going to win easily.
Exactly.
You are not going to make it hard on yourself just because you have pity for the game.
Exactly. Some people think
Which
that
is why I
the descendants of white people should just bow down to us because their ancestors were bad people. No, they don't have to do
no,
anything to you.
no.
You need to do whatever you need to do to make yourself a better person.
And what they did was just for their kids, their descendants to live a good life.
Exactly.
They just did the good for themselves. Now, if we cannot do the good for ourselves because of our mental disabilities, then it's our fault. It's time to stop blaming, oh, colonizers this, colonizers that, when
Right.
we ourselves cannot organize our brains. This
Bro,
is why this is why we find ourselves in the situation we are right now. I'm not saying that white people do not have any of the that we cannot blame them. I'm just saying that most of the blame it's on us. It's on us.
bro, we cannot blame anyone but ourselves because
Exactly.
our ancestors were too weak or they were willingly willing to be slaves because you cannot enslave a strong man. It's impossible. You cannot enslave.
Some African kingdoms already enslaved other African kingdoms. It's not like we were all united like Europeans. Europeans
Mm-mm.
were united. That's why they did the Berlin Conference,
Mm-hmm.
so that they could take us, because when the buffalo knows that his strength is in numbers, it takes down the lion.
Man, bro, have you ever seen one of those rare occasions where maybe like 100 buffalo would just stomp and even 20 lions will not be able to survive?
Exactly.
Yep.
And it's rare
Mm-hmm.
because buffaloes are not smart. This is
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Buffaloes are not smart, but when they unlock
When they become
this
united.
mindset
Yes, when they become
that they have
united.
to unite,
Yes.
that is when they succeed.
Yes.
But anyways, man, anyways,
Thank you, bro. Thank you for
thank
your
you
time.
for
Yeah.
having me. And is there any way to learn more about this reconciliation?
Yes, I'm gonna be making videos. It's just that this is Black History Month, and Black History Month is a tradition. So towards the end of Black History Month, I'll really begin to put a lot of videos out there. And all I encourage you people to do is to help me share because this is gonna revolutionize the whole world. And because every black person knows already, we all know our problem. We all know that our problem is that we cannot unite. The problem is that we
Hmm.
have not had a good leader that could help us unite despite all of our differences. You know, when the black Christians want to
Yeah.
unite with the Muslims, they want the Muslims to give up Allah, and the Muslim would never give up Allah. So we need to find a way to unite these Jesus believers, these Allah believers, the traditionalists. We need to find a way to unite all of us. And what do we all have in common? The pigment of our
Is that we
skin.
are African?
The pigment of our
Exactly.
skin. It's not just that we are African. The pigment of our skin. The shape of our noses. You know, our
Hmm.
universal persecution. If I walk down the street and someone can confuse you for me, that is what we have in common. And
Hmm.
your children look like my children. And if someone enslaves my children, yours are next.
They're enslaving you.
So
Exactly.
you bring your Allah. If Allah can make black people better, and let the person next to you bring his Jesus. Let the person next to you bring his Shango. Let the person next to you bring his own bongo. Let's bring whatever you have to bring. But the only higher
Yeah.
power will be our unity. So we will not unite in
Hmm.
the name of any God. We will unite in our own name, in our own image.
You know that before I realized this, what I said about God just being an idea, I actually tried to come up here to your life to contradict what you were trying to say. I actually, what before this, I actually wanted to come here to tell you, no, God exists because of this, and this, and this, and this. When in reality, I know I was lying to myself.
Bro, but Tell me that you didn't find
It's
God
not.
when you stopped lying to you. When you stop lying to yourself, you found God the way He is. You found the real.
Uh-huh,
You found the truth. Let me put it that way.
uh-huh.
Now nobody can tell you how to live your life because you know it now. You see, that's why I tell people,
You know.
if you cannot understand that, you will never know God. If you don't understand that God is not real and God does not exist, you will never know God.
And you know what made me understand that is one in your past life you were said the moment you have to believe something is the moment you know that is not true. It doesn't exist.
Exactly.
Because belief is just an opinion. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. And me myself, I can say this as as a believer, Christian. I'm from a Christian background. But me myself, I can tell you that the moment you have to believe something is the moment you know it's not true.
Exactly. Because you have to convince yourself, right? Because that thing is not true by itself. So you need to convince yourself that it's true.
You
Thank
have
you,
to
my
keep
bro.
telling yourself.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Let me flow, bro. Let me flow. You and
Uh-huh.
that we can talk
Thank you.
forever, but I appreciate you, okay?
Uh-huh.
I do.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for
Yeah.
having me.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Space. Let's get back to the fast pace. Go straight to you.
Let's bring all these people in here. What's going on, Spicy Drum? You got a minute,
Hey,
please. Go straight
I
to
have
the point.
like two questions for you.
All right, go ahead.
Why do you want to reunite with the white people?
What?
What do you mean? What? You don't understand what I'm saying?
I didn't say anything about uniting with white people, but I mean, I don't really see the problem with being united with
You
white
know,
people. What's the problem with you being
I
united with
mean,
white people?
until my theory is until they can get out their racist ways, as far as what's going on here in America, as far as white supremacy uh, of the system that's going on.
Sister, you are wanting white people to do for you what you would not do for
I
somebody
don't
else.
want no. I don't want because I got everything on my own. I work hard for whatever I got.
Okay.
You know, I met some white people that's really super nice and super sweet, and some I have met that that's not. But it's like a lot of things that's going on when um other
So
nations like people in Africa when they come over here they act like they're superior over the black people as far as a lot of judging and saying that oh we don't work when we built this country and we
now,
work hard for what we do.
sister, sister, you didn't build this country. Your ancestors did.
Well, they still part of me, right?
No,
They're not part of me.
not their work. No, you got to do your own work.
But they is a part of
No,
us.
you ain't never picked no cotton on the plantation, and I'm not gullible enough to
My
compute
mother
between
did.
you.
My mother did.
Okay, then I give credit to your mother. Long live and long live her legacy. But you didn't do it. No, you.
Well, she's still alive.
Okay, so there's a difference between you and your mother. So when your mother talking to me, I'll make sure I bow down and respect her and give her her due honor. But you don't be acting like you was picking cotton. You didn't pick no cotton now. Hmm.
I picked it up.
Nah, you didn't pick no cotton. Just like your kids and me, my generation, we got no cotton to pick. So we got to make peace. We got to stop fighting white folks and understand that. Just like just like we didn't pick cotton, the ancestors of these white folks, they're the ones who owned the slaves, not the white folks that are my age. I don't know no white folk my age that own the slaves. So why the hell will I even be thinking of them as bad people? Nah, we're gonna interact as human beings. If you like me, I like you. If you don't like me, I don't like you. That's just how it
That's
works.
true point on the point of that you're right that we didn't pick cotton, but we see a lot, especially in the court system, how a black person would get more time for the same crime as a white person commit.
Well, if we stop
Um,
committing abortion, out of the 50 million black babies that have been aborted, do you know how many of them could have been judges? Exactly.
but no, it's not that. It's not that. Uh, all black people having abortion. That was the whole thing. To break down the black
I
people
don't care.
here.
I don't care. But it's not white folks' fault that we black people can't unite, sister. That's what I'm telling you. Stop blaming white folks.
No, what? Yeah, right, right. It's not. It's not really their fault at all. It's within ourselves because we have
You
a lot
ain't
of self
never, you
hate.
ain't never seen no group of people that betray each other like black people do.
Right, because it's all a part of the slavery mentality.
Well,
That's all it's a part
we
of.
had that even before slavery. I think we're
No,
traumatized.
no, we didn't. No, we. I
I
don't
think
think. No, we didn't. Why would you say that?
because when the white man came to get slaves, he didn't take them by force. Somebody,
Because
somebody,
a lot of people,
somebody gave them to him.
and that was the people in Africa, the Moors.
Get the hell out of here,
But it was black people already here in
sister,
America. The
sister,
Africans that came over
sister,
to America.
sister. The Moors are not even 0.100% of Africans. So what the hell are you talking about?
They are black.
Yeah, but they're not the only black people.
I know they're not saying they're not the only black
Yeah,
people.
and the Moors were not the biggest slave traders.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, so why you mention the Moors?
No, I'm saying how you think that Columbus got over here? Who showed them?
His
Who
friends,
showed them where
his,
how to get to America?
his black friends,
And who are they?
his
Who
friends,
was the black friends? Who was the black friends?
Africans?
And they was Moors.
Not necessarily.
Yes, they were. It's
Mm-mm,
all in the books.
mm-mm, mm-mm. Listen,
Okay.
let me tell you something. There's a disease that's going around that I'm planning on addressing. I really am because
What's the disease?
it is messing up the black African American community and it's messing up y'all's mentality. This this foolish idea that black people originate from America. That is the most listen,
No, I said they came from Africa because African
listen,
people moved around a lot.
listen,
I said they was African. They
listen,
came over here
listen.
and they moved a lot around.
Sister,
So
sister. African people came, yes. But Africans were not the only ones that came to North America. The Vikings had been coming here ages ago. The Polynesians, right?
no,
A long time ago. You have to understand,
I
all
mean,
human, all humans know how to navigate the seas. All human beings knew how to navigate the seas. Navigating using the stars is an ancient technology that can be found in every civilization. So don't be racist to claim that anybody didn't have it. No, white folks knew how to navigate the seas. Chinese knew, Polynesians did,
okay,
Africans
let me
did.
ask you this. I'm not being racist. I ask you this. So do you think do you believe well, do you know that the black people was here first?
Not first.
You
The
you
first
don't believe that?
no, the oldest people in North America are the Polynesians, the Hawaiians, like the people like Hawaiians.
No. And they was everybody originally here was black.
No, they were
They was black
Polynesians.
first.
Polynesians are also melanated. See, that's what I'm telling you. You're ignorant. You don't, well, let me not use the word ignorant,
Don't
but you
call
don't know.
me ignorant because I'm not.
Well, you're slightly ignorant on that topic because you don't know that Polynesians are technically black. They just
I just
Asian
said
blacks.
black people though. I
Sister,
said black
sister,
people.
Polynesians and Africans are not
Melanated. Oh, let me say melanated then.
dark skinned people. Yes, I agree. Colored people, right?
Okay.
But they were not Africans.
I
Polynesians are not
disagree.
Africans.
I disagree with you on that point.
It's not about disagreement. It's just a fact, okay? The person who told you that Africans were here first is a racist.
The person told me. I read
It's
it
a
in the book.
racist. Yeah, whoever wrote that book is a racist. A black
Uh,
supremacist. A black supremacist.
it's all in the book. I
Now,
will say that, but
listen,
I do believe. I'm taking
I don't know how y'all be mad about white folks. And when y'all do the
Who
same
is
thing.
mad?
Sister,
Why
hold
you
up.
keep?
Hold up. Well, y'all get mad at white folks and y'all turn around and do the same thing. So y'all like, okay, if we just say that Christopher Columbus didn't discover America, we could just say black people did it, and then we're gonna feel good about it, and then it's gonna be true.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Why you talking like that? No, no, no. I just know as far as in the history and what I see to right now
Whose history?
that
Who wrote that history book? The
my
white man,
history,
a white man or the
my
black man?
history, black man. Only thing I can speak
Which
about is
black
the
man?
black man,
Which black man?
black woman, black man,
Which black man?
black people history.
Which one?
I can just know. I know what I read,
Which one?
and I know what I also saw, and I know about the stories that I have heard.
Well,
But it's a
what makes your
difference
story
because you grew up.
makes your
But
story
see,
any
that's
more
the
true than
thing. You
sister?
grew up. Oh,
Let me ask you a question. Do you realize how pathetic it would be if black people truly got to the Americas first, but somehow these Europeans who didn't really have that much technology managed to come and enslave all of them?
oh, see, that's the issue. Like when we deal with
I wish
when
I
a
could
lot
keep
of
talking to
people.
you though, sister, but I need to go on. We've been talking for a while. Let me go on to the next guest,
Okay,
okay?
right? Because you
Thank you.
don't disagree with me. All right, have a good day. Bye bye.
There's no reason to become a child. Come on, grow
Ain't
up.
nobody being a
Grow up, man. Grow up. There is no God. There's never been a God. Black people are eternal slaves of whites and Arabs as long as they worship God and Jesus. All religious people are domestic humans. Her organics. Man, she heard that and she was like, whoops, I'm out of here. Go straight to your point, ladies and gentlemen. Please, please. Hurry up, please. What's going on, man?
Hi, everything is cool. And you?
What you got for me? Please go straight to your point, sir. You only have less than a minute, or if not, slightly more, but go ahead.
You have been saying that there is no God. That is my problem with you.
Why is that a
And you
problem?
keep on deceiving people
Why is,
all over the world that there is no God.
why is
But
that a
you have
problem?
no proof. You have not given any proof.
Hold up. You need me to give you
You
proof
have
that.
to,
Hold up, brother. You want me to prove to you that there is no God?
yes.
Have you ever proven to anyone that there was a God?
If you have not given any proof,
Have
then,
you
then you
have
have you
you
don't have any right to
have
continue to say that there is no
have you
God.
given any proof of what you believe?
I have not given any
So
I
you
have not given any
so
proof. That is why I believe
you
there
should
is
stop
God.
saying that there is God.
So
You should
if
stop
you
telling
also
people
have
that
no
there is
proof,
God.
then you don't
Brother,
have to keep on saying that there
brother,
is no God.
brother. You say that
Uh-huh.
if I have no proof, I cannot keep saying that there is no
Uh-huh.
God.
Then you don't have to
Brother,
say that there is
brother,
no God because
brother,
you have been saying it,
brother,
but you have not given any
brother,
proof.
brother, stop talking over me. You said
Okay,
because
I'm
I don't
hearing.
have proof, I should stop saying there is God. But you don't even have proof that there is a God. So why are you saying that there is a God?
Okay, let me explain
No,
why I
no,
am
no, no,
saying
no,
there is a
no, no,
God.
no, no.
Let me give you a proof.
Brother,
Okay, let me give you a
brother,
proof. I believe there is
brother,
God.
brother. If you had
I
proof,
believe there is God.
if
So
you
give
had
me a
proof,
time. Let me explain
if
why
you
I
had
believe there
proof,
is God.
brother, brother, if you had
I
proof,
have a proof.
if you had proof,
I have a proof.
if you had
I
proof,
have a proof.
brother,
If you give me a time, I
brother,
can explain to you.
brother,
If you give me a time,
I
I
would
will
only give
explain
you
to you
time
the
if
reason
you
why I
stop
say I have a
talking
proof.
when I'm
You don't
talking.
have a proof,
If you
but you keep on saying that there is
continue
no God.
talking over me, I will not give you time, and I will just drop you, and then I will still keep saying that there is no God and there's nothing you can do
Okay,
about it.
I'm listening. I'm listening. You don't want to give me a time for me to prove myself,
Brother,
to give an evidence
brother,
that
am I
there
your
is a
father?
God.
Am I your father? Why are you asking me for time? Am I your father? Go ask your father for time. Don't
No,
ask me for time. So if you want time, behave yourself. You can't come up here and begin to shout the way you're shouting and you think I want to give you any time.
no, I am not
Respect yourself.
shouting. I am
Respect
not shouting.
respect yourself,
We
sir.
are discussing,
Sir.
and
Sir.
you
Sir.
okay,
Respect
okay,
yourself.
okay. I'm listening to you.
Respect
I'm
yourself.
listening. You tell me what you
Yes.
want to say.
Yes, respect yourself. Hmm? Listen,
Okay, you
I am going to
speak,
ask
speak. I'm
you
hearing.
a series of questions, right?
Okay,
In the process of asking you those questions, if you answer my questions honestly, the way I'm asking you, you would either prove that your God exists or you will prove that he does not. Are you willing to participate?
yes, I'm ready. That
Okay.
is why I'm here.
Remember, I said if you answer my questions as honestly as I ask you. So I'm not telling you to change the question, deflect, and start arguing and asking me for explanation. No, I'll simply ask you
But I
simple
can
question.
no,
Brother,
but
brother,
I can.
brother. I will answer.
If you give me a question, I have to
Brother,
respond by explanation.
brother,
You understand?
brother,
If you're asking me a
my
question,
brother.
you have to give me time to
Brother,
respond to your
brother,
question. But if you give me a
brother.
question and you don't give me
Why do
time to
you keep
explain
talking when I
my
told you
response,
to respect yourself? Don't talk when I did not give you
okay,
permission. Come on now, bro.
okay,
Listen.
okay, I'm
I
listening to
I
you. You
want
come
you
out,
to
come out
talk.
with your questions.
I
Come out with your
I
questions.
want you to
If
talk.
only you will
Brother,
permit me to
you
respond
are
to your
wasting
questions.
my time by talking when I'm talking.
Okay, speak. I'm hearing.
If you talk when I'm talking
I'm
one more
listening
time,
to you,
bro.
please.
If you talk
No,
when I'm
I'm
talking
listening
one
to
more
you.
time, then you start behaving like my pet dog, which is always barking when I don't want you to bark. Then I
No,
cannot even
no,
communicate.
no. I'm not behaving like a dog. You rather always deceiving people. You are a deceiver. So you rather deceiving people and you are speaking like you roar like a lion. But to me, you are not a lion. You are a deceiver. You
See,
always
what
want
did
to
I
prove
say?
a point, but you
Brother,
don't have any
what did I say?
evidence.
Bro, did
You
I
want
not
to
say,
prove a point, but you don't
brother,
have
my
evidence.
brother,
You understand?
did I not say
You
not
don't
to
have
bark like a
evidence.
dog? Did
You
I not,
keep on deceiving
brother,
people.
did I
You
not
keep
say
on
to you,
deceiving people
brother,
because the Bible says
brother, did I not say to
anyone
you,
who
don't
doesn't
bark like
believe
a
there is
dog?
a God,
Brother,
anyone who doesn't believe there is a God
ah,
is a foolish. You
did
understand? That is
I
what
not
my Bible
say,
tells me.
did I not tell you not to bark like a dog? Why are you barking when
No.
I'm talking?
And I am
Why
also
did you
saying the
talk?
Bible tells
Why
me
did
that
you
who
talk?
never believes there
Brother,
is a God is a
brother,
foolish person. It's a
brother,
foolish person.
brother.
Be- Because you are deceiving people.
Now
That
that
is
you
why you are
have
telling me
broken the laws of my
I am
show,
barking like a dog.
brother.
Because you are a foolish person.
Oh,
Because the Bible tells me that.
you are barking
Because you
like a
don't
dog.
believe God, you are a foolish
You're
person.
barking like a dog.
That is why you
Huh?
are telling me that I am barking like a dog.
Oh,
Because you don't believe there is a
oh,
God.
oh. Let's see. Did I accidentally mute you? Oh, I accidentally muted my dog. Oh, I really love hearing my dog barking in the name of Jesus, barking in the name of the Almighty Jesus, barking. Roo, 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 roo. My dog. What happened to dogs these days? My pet dog. Why do all my dogs lose their mind when I say there is no God? Don't you know that God is dog spelled backwards? If you love God, just be a good dog. Why can't you guys just do it? If you love God, just be a good dog. Come on. It's easy to understand. It's easy to understand. God loves a good dog. You understand? God loves a good dog. A dog that does not bark without being commanded to bark. It is a sin to bark when Bakanga is talking. It's a sin for the dog of Bakanga to bark when Lord Bakanga speaks. Oh yes, lekete, lekete. Now, I command you to go and sleep in the name of the Almighty Dog of God. I bet you he didn't read.
I'm gonna tell you straight up. That God is fucking real. I died in 2017, motherfucker, and he brought me back. So God is real, motherfucker. I am done with your fucking hate, dude. If I found where you was at, I'd fucking kick your fucking teeth in so goddamn hard because you're blaspheming the Holy Spirit because you have a horrible fucking life. You had a horrible fucking life, so you don't want to fucking believe. So you want to say there is no God? Well, motherfucker, there is God. I'm living proof. I fucking died in 2017. God brought me back, retard.
Why did God bring you back? Why didn't he just keep you over there with
Because
him? Why
I
didn't
was
he?
meant to save.
Why didn't he
I was
keep
meant
you?
to warn people about the end
Why
time.
didn't
You
he
shut up
keep
and
you there
fucking
with
listen
him?
right now.
Why didn't he
You
keep
shut
you
up and
there with
fucking
him?
listen to my
Huh?
words right now.
Why
Shut the fuck up,
didn't he
sit the
keep
fuck
you
down,
there?
and listen to my goddamn words.
You're about to get kissed by the Almighty Mute.
I'm about to kick your fucking head in and find where you're at
Come
and
find
fucking
me.
beat the fuck.
Come find me. Come find me. Then you're gonna find out why they call me Tyrone. Oh, you've been muted, dog. No one can hear you, my dog. Another dog. Look, this is a pit bull. Ladies and gentlemen, this specimen, I call it a pit bull. Huh? This is the American pit bull. Very dangerous dogs. When you raise them, you have to make sure you feed them very carefully because they can get aggressive around human beings. So yes. Oh no, he does not know why they call me Tyrone. Come here. Hmm? Boom chicka bang bang. Oh yeah. Come here now, oh boy. Come here. Come here. He loved the Holy Spirit so much. Listen, y'all. This is American pit bull mixed with squirrel. This is a pit bull. American pit bull mixed. No, actually, my bad. It's mixed with rabbit. You know, when you breed a pit bull and a rabbit, this is what you get, ladies and gentlemen. Exactly. It barks a big bark, but it's really small.
Your fucking ass is grass. When I fucking find you, I will kick.
Why do you come and make threats on the internet and show your face,
Shut up,
bro?
you fucking pussy ass nigga. All you know how to do is fucking.
Oh, he said the word. He said the word.
I said the
let me bring another white guy.
N-A-G-G-R, not
bringing another white guy.
N-I-G-G-R, dumbass.
Hey,
Not
Bouldering.
N-I-G-G-R.
Hey,
I said
Bouldering.
N-A-G-G-R. There's a difference, dumbass.
Bouldering. I don't know if you're religious, Bouldering, but you need to put your white brother in his place, man. What's going on?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Hello, how was your day?
Can you put your white brother in his place?
Well,
that's why I gave you the name,
really sure
because
why.
you are dirty.
No, that's not okay, man. That's not okay.
What's not okay? No, it's all good, man.
What he's saying is not okay.
I understand his mental condition. No problem.
No, he doesn't have a mental condition. He's just in an angry space, and that's fine.
I don't have a mental condition. I get mad when people don't believe my
angry.
story, don't believe what happened.
Well,
I literally died in 27.
You lie. You a liar.
God brought me back.
You a liar.
God brought me back in 2017,
can you take
bro.
it down a notch so that we can listen to you?
God brought me back in 2017. I died after drinking a fifth of rum and a half a bottle of Klonopin.
Okay.
Bro,
you can't argue with personal experience, and it's hard not to be heard sometimes, you know? It's some of the difficult situations that we get in between, you know, those of us who operate more in the kind of organized religious community as opposed to those of us who operate more in the like, holy shit, I've had some experiences and this is crazy stuff. Like, wow. So it's just
Hey, I just had to bring you
the
up so that
racism stuff,
I just
though,
had to bring
very
you
much
up
not
so
okay.
everybody will see that not all white people are like that.
No, we're not.
Because when you see the type of people that come to my
In
show,
fact, the
no,
funny
listen.
thing is,
When you see the type of people that come to my show,
yeah,
some people already have strong feelings about white people. So when you have a white man talking
yeah.
the way that brother was talking, he's just
Well, that was just
promoting
not
the Donald
okay.
Trump. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, it's just
We're all just energy and meat sex, man. We're all just trying to figure out how to,
exactly, man. We're just machines, man. And
you
we
know.
can't figure that much. We want to be more, bro. Which is precisely what a machine that can think wants. It wants to be more
Yeah,
than just a
right.
machine.
I mean, you're basically a biological thing with, stuff that's been written onto your experience from the
Exactly.
experiences you've navigated, and that gives you certain perspectives, and those perspectives lead you to interact in the world in certain ways.
I'm
But
like, bro, why would he want to kick my butt instead of just bringing Jesus down from heaven? Like, bro, that would be much easier.
I think he felt that he was being questioned on a fundamental level.
Bro, I didn't even know that man.
Some people have like a pretty
Bro,
strong
I
reaction to
really
that,
hope that
which is fine.
there's no people listening to me right now just losing their minds. Come on, y'all.
Yeah.
Don't take a guy on the internet too seriously.
Well, please allow me to apologize for the things that were said to you.
You don't need to apologize, bro.
That's not okay.
I'm logical enough to
Just not
understand his
okay.
mental condition. I understand his mental condition.
It's not. No, that's minimizing his experience. Like, he's a person who has some kind of experience that's leading him to believe that that's the way he needs to act.
Bro,
And that's
but
just
the experience happens in his head, so it's mental, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a mental condition.
Yeah, but the way people hear that makes
I know.
makes them feel more
I know they
discount.
I know they don't hear it as innocently as I mean it, but that's why it's reverse psychology, because I mean no harm, but I know they will take it as harm, so I still do it.
Yeah. It's easy in those moments to just keep pushing someone's buttons when they're already triggered.
It's pretty fun sometimes,
Well,
because it's demonstrating what I'm trying to fight. The irrationality of religion is what I'm trying to expose on this show.
Yeah. Sorry, what you're trying to expose?
The irrational nature of religion.
Well, the irrational nature of everything. I mean, pretty much every perspective.
Honestly. That's why it's just better to be nothing.
I mean, once you've done mushrooms, you realize that the irrationality is kind of the key.
I ain't never done mushroom. I don't plan on.
I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
Basically, it lets you talk to the planet.
No.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. It lets you see the revelation and the apocalypse.
No, it doesn't really do that. No. It more just kind of like puts you in a place where like you vibrate as a physical, as the nature that you are.
Well, maybe religious people need mushrooms so they can go to heaven.
The nature around you.
I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you, man. Let me flow on to your next guest. Thank you so much,
man.
Thank you.
I appreciate you bringing me in. I'm proud of everything you're doing.
Hey, man, I had to balance the energy. I saw the way that brother was talking. It was entertaining, but I was like,
we will all figure this out. We will figure out a way to find, the friendship and the brotherhood and the kindness.
We do. There's a necessity to. What makes us different is good, and what makes us the same is also good. People just don't understand that.
Yeah.
Right. We don't need to be extremists. Yeah. We don't need to be extremists about anything. Yeah. We could be moderate.
Yeah.
Thank you.
When if you really want to get somewhere with people, I find it really useful to like validate their experience, listen to their feelings, repeat their feelings back to them. Say like, hey, I can see that you're feeling, and then, talk about how they're feeling, because a lot of times they can't put words to it.
I understand.
And then people will listen to you. It's pretty cool.
Hey, good thing that I'm not chasing clout. Because if I was there, bro, I'll just tell them what they want to hear, bro. I know, bro. Watch my videos, right? I can have a video with 100,000 views and less than 1,000 likes, most of the people that watch my content don't like it. And I
Oh, I
know that.
prefer to stay small.
Bro, if I was chasing cloud, I have 1 million followers right now.
My goal is to have as few followers as possible.
Yeah.
And only people that actually get it.
That understand you. And that's your approach. I understand that, Thank you, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate you,
Hey,
bro.
thank you, brother.
Yeah.
You know, much love.
Yes,
Love and
sir.
light. Yeah. Keep doing your thing.
Yep. We'll stay there. What's going on, culero?
You like that, huh?
Yeah, hello, man. Chingao. What's cooking, man? What you got for me?
Nothing, man. I'm just hearing out whatever you got to say,
There
See
is
what's
no
going
God.
on.
There never has been a God. There never will be. God is an imaginary being that lives on the southwest side of the back of the head of religious people.
Perhaps. It's what everybody wants to believe.
He said, perhaps. Bro, I just give you a long ass story and you wouldn't just believe me, bro? Come on, just believe me, man. Just you're tripping. What's your point, man? What you got for me?
No, I'm just saying people believe what they want to believe.
They believe in their imaginary friends.
Yeah. Why not?
Well, it prevents and impedes human growth. I think we live in the age of technology where if human beings are not careful, majority of us will be replaced by machines. And that's actually a negative thing towards the survival of our species. We don't want
Yeah,
just
but
the,
eventually we're heading that way. I mean, it's not something we can
not if
expect.
we rise up to the occasion. That's why we have brains. Our brains are problem solving machines. We can solve a problem, bro. Bro, do you know how much like I'm hurting in my heart right now, bro? Every time I think about that earthquake in Turkey, bro, like how the hell does 45,000 people just die like that, bro? Bro, it was 23,000 people on Monday. The number went
That is crazy.
doubled. Then, bro, they haven't even found all the dead bodies, bro. It could easily, bro, be 100,000 people that just died like that. Just like that, bro. Like, what the hell? Bro, I don't even think I've met 100 people this year. Just
For
going
real.
around randomly, bro. You're telling me that all these human beings that I've seen, all these beautiful women, all these energetic men, all these creatures, flamboyant children, they all vanished. Like 45,000 of them just, bro, that's, you know, it is just what it is, man. God.
It is
If,
what it
if
is.
there was a God
That
that
is
I could
correct.
blame, I blame that God, but I know there is no God, so it's almost hard to blame anyone. So it's just like, damn. It's just like,
So
damn.
then we blame ourselves.
I blame myself for not being powerful enough to stop it, I guess. But still, why even blame myself? In this moment, there's no room for blame. There's just room for hurt. Just, just, just endure the pain, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. 45,000 people.
That is crazy.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Thank you for your time, bro. I appreciate you. Okay,
Not a
I
problem. Have a
appreciate
good
you.
one.
Go straight to your point, ladies and gentlemen. Please, please, please. Straight to your point.
Stacy. Hello, Stacy. What's going on?
Hey, you always. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes,
It's
sir.
like
There is no God.
you are actually. It's not about God or whether there is God or not, but you have a platform, and you are having a discussion. Don't you think it would be best for you to actually listen to the or opponent's view? You want to have an intelligent discussion, isn't it?
I don't want anything.
So when you shout out people
I
you
don't
don't
want
want to hear,
anything. I don't want
no, you
anything,
don't. If
sir.
you don't want anything, then why are you here?
Because I
Then why are you
can.
here?
Because I can.
If you don't want anything, then why are you here?
Because I can.
So they can. That is why they're also here.
Okay,
So if
and
you can, they
and
also
I
can.
and I can remove them because I can.
Go ahead and remove them. Who cares if we remove them?
Lekete. You
That
care.
means you don't want to have an
You
intelligent
care.
argument. This
You
is my
care.
point I'm trying to tell you.
You
Listen,
care. If
you
you have
said
a
there is no
point,
God,
if you
and
have a
other
point,
people also believe otherwise. Yeah, excuse me?
lekete.
What is Legede?
That's
You
the
need to,
that's the name of
you are having a,
that's that's the name of my pet gorilla. I wasn't talking to you. Sorry, bro. What's your point again?
no, my point is just that if you want to have an intelligent discussion, allow people to make their point,
Bro, if I
and then
was
you respond to
bro, but
them.
you realize that I cannot have an intelligent discussion with unintelligent people. That's not gonna work.
What makes you think what
If,
they are saying is
bro, in
unintelligent, or what
order for
makes
me
you
to
what you are saying
brother,
intelligent than what they are
brother,
saying?
because I simply said there's no God. And look at you, you're losing your mind.
Whether or not,
All of
listen
you are
to me.
losing your minds.
What we are talking about right now is not the existence of God or not. Listen, we are not here discussing the fact that there is God or there is no God. That's not what we are talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So get it very clear. We are not here discussing whether there is or there is no God.
Leket. Are we discussing about Leket? This gorilla. Brother.
I have no idea what that is. I'm just trying to tell you that allow people to make their point and you respond to them.
I will not.
That is very civil
I will
thing to
not.
do.
I will not.
If you will not, then go ahead and don't. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Lekete. No God. They never have been. They never will be. God only lives in the
Yes.
bag of your imagination. What's up, bro? Please go straight to your point.
Yeah, what's up? So, earlier I've been watching now for the past 5 minutes or so. And when you talked about, you were talking about something that all these people were dying and shit and all that, and that made you sad and everything. And then you said, if there was a God, I would blame God, but there is no God, so there's nobody to blame. And I thought to myself, when you said that, you kind of like you look like it sounded really sad coming like out of you. Like I kind of feel like you have a, I don't know. I kind of feel like you've believed in God before, and then you felt some type of resentment towards God, and you got angry towards God, and I don't know because it
Well,
kind of explains.
why will I get angry at someone who doesn't exist?
I don't know. Did you believe in God before?
Of course, I used to be domesticated, just like you. I used to have a shepherd,
Yes.
an
Yes,
imaginary
and
shepherd.
then what caused you to stop believing in God? Probably
I
something
grew
that
up.
hurt you.
No, I grew up. I simply understood that there is no God. That is a fictional idea, just like Superman.
So if it's fiction, so why do you simply care about it? Just like an honest question.
Because I can.
No, but like, if it's fiction, why do you care like about something that is not real?
Well, for the same reason that people watch Superman, it's entertaining.
So God is entertaining.
The subject and watching people trip over a fictional idea, that's quite entertaining, yeah.
Okay, then another question that I have for you about I believe in God, me myself.
Oh,
So I don't know.
so hold on. Which God?
Like the Christian, I'm a Christian.
Oh, oh.
I believe in
So
God.
so Jesus is your shepherd?
Tell me
So Jesus is your shepherd?
why how is he my shepherd?
Psalms 23, verse 1. The Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. Is the Lord your shepherd?
Nah, man, not really.
Hold on. I thought you said you were a Christian, buddy.
I am a Christian, man, but like,
Yeah,
what do you mean by is
Christ is not your shepherd?
what do you mean by that? Christ being my shepherd?
Jesus said, I am the good shepherd. My sheep hear my voice, and
I
they
am
know.
God. But I'm not the shepherd of Jesus. I'm the
Ah,
shepherd of God.
brother, is Jesus not God?
Nah, man.
Oh, Jesus is not God.
Jesus is not God.
Oh, so his name is not the name of God. That's above all names.
No, Jesus came to earth to
Hold up, bro. Hold up, bro.
teach about God.
It says that his name is the name above all names.
Yes.
So that means that his name is above all names, even the names of all gods.
His name, he means the name of God. Every time
Oh,
he
bro,
refers to
bro.
God,
The word God is a title.
no, he didn't.
Bro,
He knows
the name God is a title.
the name God is a title.
Yeah, so you only give someone the title of God when they reach that rank in accordance with your religion. So, based on your religion, your book says that
Every time
Jesus was a man who reached the rank of God, that he is the very heir. He is the heir to the throne of God. Bro, who can sit on the throne of God if not God himself?
every time Jesus mentioned God, he said thou, like he was talking about
I understand.
another
I
person.
understand. I understand what Jesus said, but I'm just saying, based on what your book says, Jesus is supposed to be God.
No, but it's like me when I've talked to people that think Jesus is God, and I've talked to people that
So you're
say
telling me,
otherwise.
bro, remember, listen, bro. So you're telling me that Jesus does not deserve the title of God?
He's the son of God, the first son of God.
Bro,
He's
so
like
the Son of God doesn't grow up to become like his father? The express
no, because he
image?
was made.
The express image? Bro,
Yeah,
no,
he was made
no,
in the image of
no,
his father.
don't make me preach to you now, bro.
No,
Don't make me
he was
look
made in
at
the
that.
image of his father, just like us.
Don't make me look at that to you right now, bro. You don't even believe your own book.
No, like I'm telling you what I believe in. Just like you said, like we were created in his image, and that's just like what I believe in.
Listen. I'm going to read to you from the book of Hebrews, chapter 1. Okay? Uh, it's, it's funny every once in a while I have to educate a Christian about what he's supposed to believe. So,
Okay, all right.
let me educate you, son. So you can understand something. So you can understand something, son. I got you, son. Don't worry about it. Where Hebrews at?
Go ahead.
Where Hebrews at? Where Hebrews at? Hebrews chapter 1. God, who at sundry times and in divers manners spake in time past unto fathers by the prophets, hath in this day spoken unto us by his Son, whom he hath appointed heir of all things, by whom he also made the worlds, who being
Yes.
the brightness of his glory and the express image of his person, and upholding all things by his word, by the word of his power, when he had by himself purged our sins and sat down on the right hand of the majesty on high. This is telling you that whatever the majesty on high is, his son became it. So he deserved the same title as his father. If you're going to call the father God, you got to call his son God, because the son, guess what? Is the heir of all things. Bro, are you seeing?
Then
So
why then why when
listen, bro. Let me explain something to you. God is a title, right? That's why
all right.
that God gotta have a name, a personal name, because his title is God. That's his job. God described his job. But his real
All
name
right.
is different. So his son is his heir. So how you gonna tell me that you believe in the Bible, but you don't believe that Jesus is God when Jesus is literally
Okay.
the
Then
heir?
why? Because I think people misinterpret that in a way. In my opinion,
What the hell did I
people
just
misinterpret that.
bro? What the hell did I just misinterpret to you? I just said to you,
Because even when Jesus was in the cross, he was talking to his father. Who was he talking to
bro,
then when he was on the cross?
he's talking to his father, who is also God, because his father got that title before him, but he inherited the title,
He how do you inherit, like, if Jesus is
bro.
God now,
You
what is then
inherit
his
a
father?
title, bro. The word God literally can be substituted for the word king. So when my father is king, guess what? I'm learning. I grow up.
Okay.
And when I become
Okay, but
mature enough, my father is like, well, you know what? I'm tired of ruling. I'm just going to chill now. You're now in charge.
okay.
You know,
Okay,
I
but then
become the king. That's what,
we're on the
bro,
same
listen,
page.
listen, listen. That's why it says that
I'm listening the whole time. You're never listening to me. You're
he
always
is
like
the
interrupting me.
heir. He is God.
All right. Look. So we're basically on the same page when you said like God for you is a title, so it also means
Bro,
king.
it's
But
not
when I say
God for
God,
me. It's not, bro, it's, it's not
what
me that makes God a title. It's the way it is utilized in this book. It's utilized as a title.
all right, when I say God, I mean the creator of
Well, if you
everything,
don't
like
know the name of the,
everything.
listen. Who being by his brightness and the express image of his person, and upholding all things by the word of his power, when he had by himself purged our sins, right? Listen, verse 2. He hath in this day spoken unto us by his Son, whom he hath appointed heir of all things, and by whom also he made the world. So your creator had a co-creator. He created with someone. So your creator, according to this book, did not create anything alone. He created by his son. So he told his son what to do, and the son made it. That's what this is saying. So the real
Yes,
that creator you're talking about is really the son, not the father. The father is not the real creator. The father came up with the idea, and the son put it to work. So the real creator is the son. So Jesus is really
and
the creator.
who gave and how do you think the son can create things? It's obviously with the power of his father.
Bruh,
It's like with
bruh.
the help of his father.
Of
How do
course,
you think the son
we're
came in?
not worried about that. We're not worried about that because the Father Himself already said that He doesn't outrank the Son. The Father has made the Son His equal. So it doesn't really matter.
Yes,
It doesn't really matter what your logic tell you. If you're reading the book, you got to understand that the man and his son are equals. They sit side by side. The son sits on his right hand side, and he sits on the left hand side of his son, and they rule together. You can't understand that simple logic, bro? Why are you
Atoma.
confused about your own religion, bro? Why are you
No, I'm not
confused?
confused. You just. I'm just trying to tell you what I think, and I agree with you. I completely agree
Right.
with you.
So
But
this is my point. This is my point. Is Jesus your shepherd?
Gilva,
Is Jesus your shepherd?
yeah, yeah. Go ahead, say.
Is Jesus your shepherd?
I'm his shepherd, probably.
You're what?
I'm Jesus' shepherd.
Explain. Look at that. I rest my case. Bro, I wasn't trying to fry your brain. I wasn't trying to fry your brain, my brother. Eh? Explain now. How are you Jesus' shepherd? Uh-uh. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Oh, man. Rakata. This one is more than just look at that. This one is okay there. Huh? Let me bring Alex on. Go straight to your point. Sir,
Thunder.
what's cooking, bro? Go straight to your point.
50% banana.
That's you.
New. Hey, brother, I got another one for you. 24% grape.
Unfortunately,
Okay,
I'm not gonna play the
I
fruit
got one.
games today.
No, I'm not playing here today. I just wanted to tell you something and I'm getting off.
Alright, go ahead.
Hey, man, every time I listen to you, you're like the perfect opponent for chess playing because it makes me want to look into my book more. That's all, my friend.
Bruh.
You're always
Is
spitting
that
facts from
not
both
what
sides.
I encourage you to do? I told you guys that. Look,
It is.
if you really read the Bible the way it's designed, you will understand that it's all a lie. peacefully. You will peacefully understand it. You will not be anxious about that understanding. You will just get it, and then you will ascend above it. That's why I am not like the atheist that you guys claim that I am, because I'm not running away from the book. I love reading the damn book. I understand the damn book. It's a fictional book. I'm not reading. I'm not trying to be angry at you or hate you. I'm just telling you the truth, which is unbelievable. People just don't get it. Listen, bro, when you read the Bible, you can't pick a side until you're done reading the book. If you pick a side before you're done reading the book, you've been bamboozled. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Bro.
So you're not reading the book assuming that God
Yo.
is a good guy or that Satan is the bad guy. Just read the damn book and then make a judgment. Listen, you would become a better
And then
human
before
being.
you judge someone else, read their book. Before you judge a Muslim, read their book. Read the Quran. Before you judge a
The
Jewish
problem,
person, read the Torah.
the problem with reading the book of the Muslim is when you read the Bible, because the Bible is the original, all the counterfeits become easy for you to decipher without reading. It's amazing. It's an amazing skill. Remember, the Christians were the first one to canonize a document. The Muslims copied them. The Buddhists copied them. Actually, no, the Buddhists, the writings of the Buddhists is not scriptural. It's not laws and commandments and doctrines. No. You know, the Buddhist is not delusional about what he's writing.
Mm-hmm.
But
All right,
this
brother, I'm gonna let you go and do what you
any
gotta
book that has holy in its title is a fairy tale book. So if it says the Holy Quran, it's a fairy tale. If it says Holy Bible, it's a fairy. Bro, check it. Bro, if the book is holy, why you got to put on the
Why do
cover
you
that it's holy?
wait. Oh no! Why do you say this?
Bro,
Why do you say that, my
bro,
friend?
if it's
Why do you say the holy part?
Bro, because check this out. If the book is holy, why you got to put on the cover that it's holy? Do you trust? Are you trying to convince somebody before they even get a chance to read it? You know what I'm saying? Like if the book was holy,
I mean, but if
just
you already
don't put nothing on it.
if you already know.
Yeah, if
But
you know it's
wait,
holy, if you know it's holy, it's not holy because you said so. It's holy because of what is in it.
It's holy because it's holy. So if they're
Exactly.
putting a
So
good
don't call it
definition
holy.
to
Don't
it,
call it holy. Let people find out for themselves. Because now you're putting an idea into people's minds before they even read the book. So now they assume that what you mean is holy is actually holy, when in reality there's really nothing holy in the damn book. The only thing holy about the Bible is the holy word that's written in the front of it. Holy. That's it. Everything else in the book is as unholy as
so what you're
unholy can be
saying,
unholy.
so you're saying like it's kind of how they do at McDonald's to say it's tasty before you even eat it.
Bruh. It's like the picture of the McRib versus the real McRib. Bro, I don't know.
That's funny.
Bro,
That was a good one.
Bro, it is. Bro, have you ever looked at the picture of the burgers at McDonald's, bro? They look so tasty.
And then they come to your hand?
And then, yeah, until you go there at 12 a.m. at night, and the grumpy old lady, she makes you your sandwich. That stuff look like someone picked it off the street on their way to work.
I did hear you say something that I could prove to you that was wrong, though.
Go ahead.
That man was not a pit bull mixed with a squirrel. He was a pit bull mixed with a chihuahua.
Bro.
He was he was coming at you too hard.
Why do your friends lose their minds, bro? Why do your religious friends lose
I'm like
their minds?
Jesus, my friend. I do not know him. I do not know him. He was not doing things correctly. I don't know him.
Why do your religious friends go cuckoo gaga? Why can't they understand the
I could tell you. I got it from the Quran. Listen, there's two reasons. One, in the way that they believe, they forget that all good things come from God and all bad things come from you. If you put yourself in that situation, you put yourself in that situation. The dude said he drank a fifth of alcohol and a bottle of Klonopin. That's not God, that's you. Just saying. I'm not judging him. I'm just saying, you can't be like, God brought me back. No, the doctor brought you back after pumping your stomach, bro. And if God brought you back, that means he didn't want you. You should go apologize.
Hey, bro, no religious or religious violence over here now. Come on.
Oh my God. Let me get off of
man.
here before I
Yeah,
start
I
spitting some stuff.
appreciate you. I
Hey, brother, you
appreciate
keep
you.
doing what you're doing.
Yeah, man. You
I'm at
keep,
work today and I'm listening.
yeah, no problem, man. I hope you're being entertained. I know it's kind of
Bro,
irritating sometimes, but if you're
it is.
if you're
It's
not
so funny.
irritated, I know it's irritating. Sometimes you just want to shut me up, but unfortunately, I'm the one with the muting
No,
power
never.
here. Bro, it's got to be
I just want you to
irritating.
keep
Bro,
going.
if you're religious, there is no way the things I say don't make your stomach turn sometimes. That's why, bro, you got self-control. That's why you don't express it. Some of these other people, they got no self-control. So
Oh no, man, it's not even
there's
stomach turning. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, damn, you're saying something that I feel I know is wrong, but I can't prove to you that that's wrong. That means I'm wrong for not knowing what I'm talking about. You know what
damn,
I'm
man.
saying? So
But that's
I
called
love your ideas.
accountability. That's called, bro, definitely. Opposites make each other shine brighter. So if you're confident in what you believe in, well, all you're gonna get from me is that there is no God. There never has been, and there never will be. And that is lekete. Thank you for your
Amen.
time, brother. He said, amen. I said
Amen.
lekete.
Lick it. You have a good one.
Yes, sir.
Lick it. Peace.
Oh man. Come on. The algorithm keeps mixing people around, What do I got here? I don't see.
Straight to the point, and I keep giving people more time. Okay, I'm gonna be disciplined. You got 1 minute, bro. What's up?
Hey, what's happening, man?
Just over here chilling
So I got,
and thinking about how there is no God, how there's never been, and how there never will be. What's going on?
hmm, you know what's interesting about your statement
What about that?
is that you're thinking.
Of course. Thinking is what the human
All
machine
right.
does.
So here's something to think about.
All right.
Have you ever had a dream at night?
I have dreams all the time when I go to sleep during the day.
Cool, man.
I don't sleep at night.
So so here's the thing, right? If when you're dreaming, you see things, right? And then you wake up and you say, "Oh, it was only a dream." But in the end, we all are asking this question: What's going to happen when we die?
Well,
And
I'm
you
not
say we
asking
go
that
back to
question.
the
I'm
dirt.
really not asking that question. I'm not worried about it at all.
No, I know, but I'm just saying that that's what the people that are talking about God, if there is a God, that's the whole point of the conversation. The whole point is there a God or is there not? You say, well, there's not. I say there is. And so the question is, how do we prove it? And I say, well, the only thing we can prove is what we have facts for. And there's only one thing we have a fact for. Everything else is speculation.
What do you
The
have a
only
fact for
fact
then?
we
What is that
have is
one thing?
it's our own conscious awareness. It's not what we're conscious of, but it's the fact that we are conscious, period. And so we
Well, I
can't
think the
prove what
fact
we're
that we are
seeing.
conscious is not really that impressive because there's so many things around us that share similarities. So I think it's not so much the
Yeah, but
fact
you,
that we're conscious, it's how we are conscious. Because how
so
we are
when you're,
conscious comes due to the unique positioning of our sensory organs, our sense of
right,
touch, smell, taste. It is it is literally how we are conscious that makes a difference between us and
right.
animals.
Okay, but the thing is that you can't prove that what you are seeing is real because when you're dreaming,
Well,
you see things.
we can prove that it's real because reality is a word that we made up to describe
Ah,
the universal aspect of our experiences. So things that we can
right.
independently verify, we call that reality. So
So here,
reality is not something that's abstract. No, we are the one who define
you
it,
cannot,
and we've standardized it.
you cannot, you cannot independently prove anything.
Well,
You're missing the point.
it's not necessarily that you can independently prove or not prove. You can independently prove. It's how you do it
No,
that
you
matters.
can't.
It's how you
You
do it that
cannot.
matters.
You cannot. You cannot because in dreams you can't independently prove anything, so you can't in this reality either.
Yes, you
All
can.
you can prove is
You
your
can
own.
independently prove
No.
anything you want to prove in your dream.
You only can prove your own existence. That's it. Not even my existence you can't
Let me
prove.
ask you something. When you're dreaming, are you you?
I am me, yeah.
Do you know that you are you when you're dreaming?
Yeah.
Okay. So how is that not control?
All I'm saying is that that's the only thing you can prove is yourself.
Well, yourself is not separate from others.
Ah, well, you can't prove that.
Of course, I can prove that.
No, you can't.
So let me say, whenever I say I'm only saying I because someone else is you. Without a you, I will make no sense to me. Which
But
you get what I
is
mean?
you. You can only prove yourself. You can't
It's not
prove the
necessarily,
external because
bro. Of course, if you can only prove yourself because the self is the encompassing nature of your experience. So everyone in your experience is part of what you mean when you say self.
okay, but all you can prove in the end is yourself. You agree with that?
No.
Ah, so prove it then.
What exactly do you want me to prove?
Prove that something outside of yourself exists.
Zero. Nothing. Does nothing exist?
Nothing nothing does not exist. Only something exists.
How do you know that nothing does not exist? Prove it.
Because I exist.
Are you everything?
As far as I know.
What were you before you were you?
See, that becomes the question. The only
No,
thing
the
I can
answer is
prove is
nothing.
myself.
The answer is nothing.
No,
what
well,
what you
okay,
were,
so then
what you were
so then
before you
what
were you, the answer is nothing.
so then the question becomes where they come from.
Nowhere.
Ah, so something can come from nothing, you say. Now who's stupid?
Bro, it's not stupid to say something comes from nothing. It's stupid to say that
Well,
you
you
don't know
that's what
how.
you're saying.
Let me tell you, listen
You're
carefully.
saying that
Listen
something came
carefully.
from nothing.
Listen, of course, that's what I'm saying to you. Let me tell you how. You see, that's the
Then you're a fool. Come on,
listen,
brother. You're a
listen,
fool. You
listen,
see, according
listen.
to your own, you're a
Brother,
logical guy. Come on.
brother,
According to your logic, you have to see you're a
brother.
fool.
Let me explain to you how nothing gives birth to everything.
Let's see that. I would love to
What is
see
the
that.
symbol that represents nothing numerically?
So, because I
What
create
is the
something,
representation of nothing numerically, my brother? Tell me.
can you have a representation without yourself?
Sir, can you represent something that's not real?
I can only be myself.
Bro, can we represent anything that's not real?
Only in your mind.
Exactly. Now, let me ask you again. What is a representation for nothing?
There is none.
What does zero represent?
It represents something,
What's that something?
a concept of the mind.
What is that something?
A concept of the mind.
What is that something?
A concept of the mind.
What is that concept of the mind?
Well, does it matter? It's
Yes, it
something, isn't it?
matters. It matters because we count. And when we count, we establish the reality of that thing that we are counting. So tell me, what is the
Only,
concept of the mind that zero represents?
but the concept doesn't exist without the mind.
Bruh,
The
what
mind
is
is
the
the only proof.
concept? What is the concept that zero represents?
You're missing it. Look, the only thing we can prove is
What
ourselves.
is the concept that zero represents? Don't deflect.
You're you're gonna say nothing, right?
I'm
You're
not
gonna
going to say
say
nothing. You're going
nothing,
to say
zero.
nothing because you know that that's the truth.
But I know also that because I exist, that nothing does not exist.
Well,
Only
nothing,
something exists.
nothing, nothing, nothing has nothing to do with you. And yet you
Nothing has
know what it
nothing to
is.
do with me.
What
You're
is
right.
nothing?
I
Tell me,
agree with
bro.
that.
What is nothing?
There is no such thing.
What is nothing?
There is no such thing as
That's not
nothing.
the definition of nothing.
Well, I'm telling you, that's the fact.
That's not a fact.
Yeah, it is. You
Bro,
cannot deny your existence.
bro,
You cannot deny
what
your existence.
what is the essence of nothing? Okay, check this out. Let me give you this one. What makes something something?
Its existence.
What makes existence existence?
Itself.
But how can itself make it exist if it needs to exist before it can be itself?
It's always existed.
Who's foolish now? You or I?
Ah,
How could he have
well,
always
that's the
existed
question.
if it began to exist when it became itself? It couldn't have been itself if it always existed.
So
It
something
had to
had to
become
always
at some
exist.
point. So are you saying that the self has no
No,
beginning?
no, no, no,
So hold
no.
up, hold up. Are
Yes,
you saying the self are you saying the self has no beginning?
absolutely right.
So where were you before you were in your mother's womb?
I was in the consciousness of the Creator, my brother.
Prove it.
You can't disprove it.
Prove it.
You cannot disprove it.
Because you don't try to disprove a lie. A lie is by nature disproving
No, it's a
itself.
fact, brother.
Listen. You
Your
can't disprove
existence
a
could
lie
not
because a
exist,
lie by nature disproves itself.
brother.
I said to you
Go
to
on
prove it.
believing there's no God.
I said to you, prove it. And you said to me, I can't disprove it. Of course. Why will I try to disprove something that has already been disproven? You
It's
see what I'm
not been
saying?
disproven.
Bro, if it was not disproven, you would prove it.
Listen,
Prove it.
your
Just
existence proves it.
prove what you have just said. Prove to me that you said before you were in your mother's womb, you were in the consciousness of God. What if you were in the consciousness of the butthole of a goat? Is it possible?
Yeah, I can't prove. I can't disprove that. Could I?
Is it possible that you were in the consciousness of the butthole of a goat?
Sure. Yes, it is.
Who's foolish now?
Well, one of us is.
No, think about it. Think about it. Bro, listen to yourself.
Listen to yourself.
Of course.
The only thing you can prove is your own consciousness. You can't
Prove that.
disprove
Prove
that.
that.
You
Prove
can't
that.
prove anything else.
Prove your consciousness.
I can't disprove it. I
Prove
can't
it.
deny it. I would be a
Bro,
fool.
you can't deny it because it's not real. You only
No,
deny
it's the
something
only thing
that has been proven,
it's
right?
the only
Bro,
fact.
prove it.
Consciousness is the only fact, brother.
Prove your consciousness. You said you can't prove anything but your consciousness. So I'm asking you, prove your consciousness. Prove
You
what you
and
have just
I
said.
both can
Prove what
only
you have
prove
just said.
one thing.
Prove to us that you're not
You and I
confused.
can only prove one thing, brother.
Which is what?
Our own existence,
Prove
not
it.
each other's.
Prove your
Only
existence.
ourselves.
Prove your existence.
We can't deny it. Only a fool would deny he
Prove
exists.
your existence.
To who?
You see what?
Who do I need to
You see
prove
why
it
you're
to?
speechless, bro? Because you are
Who do
confused.
I need to?
You are
Who do I
confused,
need to prove it to?
brother.
Who do I need to prove it to? Answer the question.
To
Who do I
yourself.
need to prove it to?
Prove it to us.
I don't need to. I know I exist. I would be a fool to say I don't exist.
Prove to us.
I don't have to prove to you. I
Yes,
can't
you
even
have
prove you
to.
exist. I can
Yes,
only
you have
prove
to.
myself.
Because if you can't prove to us, then how
Why?
do you know that you're not delusional?
All I know is that I
How do you
exist. That's
know
the
that you're
only
not
proof
delusional? Let me
I
read to
have.
you the definition of the word delusional, right? Because if you
When
can't
I'm
prove to us,
dreaming,
if you can't prove to
when
us,
I'm dreaming,
bro, a
do I
dream
have
is
to
a
prove to
delusion.
the operation?
A dream is a delusion that is indicative of no brain function or no consciousness, right? That's what a dream means. You're only dreaming
You want to
because you're not
prove the
conscious.
external, and
Check
I'm
this out.
saying you can't prove the
Check this out.
external. You can only
Check this
prove
out,
the
bro. Check this
internal.
out. Check this out. A delusion is characterized by holding a false belief or judgment about external reality that are held, despite incontrovertible evidence to the contrary, typically as a symptom of a mental condition. Do you have a mental condition, brother?
Can you disprove your dreams are real when they're happening?
I've never dreamt a day in my life.
Oh, my friend.
Listen carefully. Listen carefully. I have never dreamt. Prove me wrong.
Okay.
Prove me wrong.
Okay. I don't have to prove you anything.
Well, no, but look, listen. Why are you assuming that I've dreamt? So maybe dreaming
I
only
don't have
happens
to.
to
I
you.
don't need.
Can you prove that other people dream? What if you're the
You know
only
what?
one that dreams, bro?
We
Because
are.
it's a mental condition. It's possible that you are suffering from a mental condition, brother. Have you considered that?
It's possible. One of us is.
Well, have you considered the fact that you might be delusional?
Yeah, maybe I am. Maybe I don't exist. I would be delusional to believe that, but maybe I don't exist.
Well, that statement proves that you're delusional. Good job.
Wow. Take
Good
care,
job.
brother.
Like I said, it's a mental condition, brother, and I understand. That's why I'm trying to help you. Is to distinguish between what is you and what is not you.
Maybe there's a natural
Lekete.
disconnect.
Lekete. I know my words are profound, mind-boggling. They move your mind and stimulate your mentality. Lekete. Oh, lekete. He leketed himself. That man leketed himself. Because maybe he doesn't exist. Lekete. Of course he left. There is no God. There never has been. There never will be. And guess what? God lives in the back of your head. If you don't believe me, come up here and I will prove to you that God lives in the back of your head.
It's my turn. Hello, how you doing?
I'm chilling. How about you?
Okay, great. I'm doing great, always. So today I wanted to get on live to say that I do agree with religion making people domestic, but this is where you confuse my son. We are all gods and goddesses, okay? That's the point of us coming to earth so we can grow into a god and goddess. So to worship another god and goddess is to lower yourself. So yes, worshiping a god is lowering your state to grow into what you're supposed to be. So that
Let me
part I agree on. But
can I ask you a
if you
question?
say you don't have dreams,
Can I ask you a question?
yes,
Are you a
yes.
fictional character?
Am I a fictional character?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me put it this way. You have to look at life as a game, okay? It's levels to this.
Sister, hold
After
up.
you
Sister, hold up. I asked you a simple question which does not require an explanation. I simply asked you, are you a fictional character?
I guess you could say in a way, because this is the Matrix.
Oh no, sister. May you please answer my question with as much certainty as you can. I need a confirmation with a solid yes or no. Are you a fictional
It
character?
depends on how you asking the question.
I simply just asked you a question as generically as I can, so just give me a generic yes or a generic no. Are you a fictional character?
No.
So you can't be no god, no goddess, because gods and goddesses are fictional ideas. You get it? Whatever you are, if you think you're a god and a goddess,
Okay, prove that.
you're
Prove
just
that.
telling me
Prove it.
that you haven't found
Prove
yourself.
it.
What do you want
No,
me to
you
prove?
haven't found yourself. You don't need to have dreams. You
What do you
disconnected. You stuck in the matrix.
what do you want me to
Every
prove?
time when you go to sleep, you're supposed to return to the astral realm.
What do you want me to prove?
What? You said that we fictional characters. Prove it.
Oh no, I didn't say we, I say you. I ain't no fictional character.
Okay, well, don't say that I am either.
Listen, you identify as a god and a goddess, right?
Correct.
Gods and goddesses are fictional ideas that were made up by the imagination of primitive men
That's
who
not.
had no
Prove it.
understanding of our
Prove it.
realm.
Prove it.
Okay, sure.
Prove it.
I'll prove it to you.
Have you ever done ayahuasca? Have you ever done DMT? Have you ever done psychedelics?
I don't do
No, you haven't
drugs.
reached that state of
I don't
consciousness
do
yet
drugs.
because you don't even have dreams.
I don't do drugs.
Ooh, somebody's stuck in the
Sister,
matrix. And that's
sister,
not drugs. If you do your research, it's
no,
herbal
no,
medication.
sister, those are
No,
drugs. Those
son,
are
you're
drugs.
lost. Goodbye.
Sister, those are drugs. They will mess
No,
your brain up.
drugs are man-made
Sister,
substances. Do your research.
sister, drugs are bad for you, my sister. Don't do them.
She said to me that they're not drugs. She named every drug on the block. Like, damn, I would hate to know where she lives. A drug is anything that alters your mental function and impedes the natural function. So if your body doesn't produce it naturally, it is a drug. If it impedes your ability to think naturally. You understand? If it makes you delirious, if it makes you see things that are not there, hear things that are not there, smell things that are not there, it is a drug. Drugs are bad for you. Who the hell convinced this woman that drugs were good? Amazing. Amazing. Look at that. What's going on, Natasha? What you got for me? Hello? Natasha.
Hello. It's like I really like listening to the way you speak to people.
How is that?
I think it's really hilarious.
What is hilarious about it?
It's just like it's like I see you. I can see your psychology. I can see the way you think. I can see the way you turn things around,
Hey,
and it's all that's hilarious. Right?
sometimes it's good to play with
Sorry.
them mentally, right? Of course, because most people that come to my show are reacting to something that I said. So they don't expect me to pay attention to what they say. And when I do, it takes them off guard, especially when I'm talking with a
I
lot of
know.
energy, right? So you see, today is actually a really bad day because I'm being really calm. So that means that I'm really dedicating my entire attention to be devious. So every guest
I
that comes on
understand.
here, I'm being very devious. Literally, I'm having fun
I know.
manipulating.
I can see that. Like I can hear that. I'm actually glad that you're on. I know a lot of people. I've seen some of the comments saying don't laugh, like it's not funny or whatever, but it actually is. It is funny.
Hey,
Um, so
there's,
let me tell you, so you'll know one time. Yes, I do believe in God. Yes, I do read the Bible. Everything you used to do or that you said you used to do, and then you said you grew up. That's what you said, right? I don't want to quote it wrong.
yes,
Right. So I still believe in everything you used to believe in.
that's fine.
Right? I can't prove it to you or anybody else. I can only prove it to myself.
Well, it's not
Um,
that you can
how
prove
to
it
say
to
it?
yourself, sister. Whatever you are calling proof right now, when you outgrow the book,
Mhm.
you will realize that the proof that you have is the same proof that a child has when it thinks that Santa Claus is real because it saw Santa Claus put the gifts under the table. But he didn't realize that that Santa Claus was his father. Think about it. You are 5 years old and you wake up in the middle of the night to go use the restroom. And then you see lights in the living room and you walk down the stairs. And there goes this tall man dressed in red with a beard, with the bag of gifts. And the guy does this to you. And just carefully takes the gifts out of the bag and puts them all on the table. And you're just in awe. You're 5 years old. You're just in awe. And then the guy walks out the door
True.
and just does this shh. Do you think that that child would ever not believe? How long do you think it would take for that child to realize that that wasn't really Santa Claus?
Long, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. So,
They'll have to grow much older and then they
yeah,
realize,
uh,
okay, Santa
yeah,
isn't real.
yeah. But that was his father. He didn't realize it was his father because his father didn't speak, and he was too young to recognize his father's disguise. So guess what? He goes all the way to his 15 years old, believing that he's, well, maybe not 15, maybe let's say 11 years old, believing that he saw Santa Claus. But all his friends would keep telling him Santa Claus is not real, but he would say, no, I saw Santa Claus. Until one day he just gives up. He realizes that, yeah, there's no way that I'm the only one that saw Santa Claus.
Exactly.
Listen, that experience you're having that you cannot prove
But
to me, that, listen, sister,
before I had
check this out, sister. I said that to you to say this.
yeah.
That experience that you are having, that is your Santa Claus moment. And I'm not really coming against that. What I'm telling you is that make sure that when you become 11 years old,
I know that you're
stop
trying to
thinking
prove
like the 5 year
your
old.
I shouldn't say belief.
You get what I
So
mean?
before I even knew of the Bible, before I knew of the Bible or even read it or anything like that, I believed that there was a higher power. I know you don't like to hear the word believe, but that's the one I use it.
Like
I had
I
believed there was a
said,
higher power.
like I
Just
said, sister, I understand. Look, listen, you come up here with some really good energy. So
yeah,
I'm gonna try to be as
I
gentle.
understand you
I'm
too.
going to
That's
try
why.
to be as gentle with you as possible. Remember, you understood my story of Santa Claus, right?
Yes, and I understood everything that
What
you're
I'm
trying to
telling
say
you is
online.
that every single experience that you've had that validates what you think is a higher power and what you think is God, all those experiences, that's just your Santa Claus moment. And there's nothing wrong with that. What you need to understand that I'm trying to tell you is when you become old enough, grow up and leave the childish things in the childish place. Now, you might grow up when you're 60 years old. That's you. I can't stop you. Or you might grow up the day before you die. It's up to you when you want to grow up. But if you want to stay in your delusional world as a child and just enjoy and ignore the harsh realities of life, that's why it's good for children to believe in Santa Claus because it makes children ignore the harsh realities of growing up, the toughness of life.
There are many harsh realities of growing up. That's correct.
And
A lot of
and
things you
you
have to
believe in
face.
God, you
The
believe
death
in
of your
God.
parents, the death of loved ones. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
So it's a lot to deal with. It's a lot to deal with. I totally understand your point. I totally understand where you're coming from. It is a little bit hilarious, and I know Christians will fight that down because they were serious and head in the butts. I'm not that type of Christian, right? So for me, believing in God is just walking outside, being able to feel the grass, the earth, look up, see the sky, the clouds, the sun. I know no man didn't create it, so I know God. There's a creator.
Like I said, you just know Santa Claus. You just call it different names.
So what I
Well,
see,
it's all
no, I'm
your
trying to
Santa
understand
Claus
you.
experience. You don't realize what you're seeing, sister. So you're explaining it only based on your experience, which is fair because your experience is from a position of ignorance. You don't know better. You cannot tell the disguise. You don't see the disguise of all things. You don't realize that
The
everything you
disguise
see,
from reality, from
ev-
nature itself.
everything you see around you is a disguise of nothing. It's nothing disguising itself as something. Everything you see around you is nothing disguising itself as something. But you know what is funny? Life has this
Yeah.
harsh way of making you realize it. And it's called death.
Yes.
It's called death. Death forces everyone to grow up. And people hate it because it will make you stop believing in Santa Claus to grow up. Right? So
I
death
don't think that.
forces you to.
I think that is a relief from all of the same hardships you're talking about in life.
If death was a relief and you said that life was difficult, why do you keep avoiding death?
Oh no, that you everyone will die.
Yeah, yeah,
Everybody
I
will die. There's no
understand.
need to
I
avoid it.
understand. I understand. But if you think that death is
There's,
such a good relief, why do you keep avoiding it?
Because there are so many good things along with the bad
Oh
things in life.
no,
I
no,
wouldn't want
no,
to miss the
no.
good
But
things.
you said that death is a relief. Why are you avoiding your
Yeah,
relief?
it's a relief from
Why do you
bad
work
things.
so hard to avoid your relief? Why? What
Could you
what
picture
what
living?
what
Could you
what
picture
what could be worth
living
you
forever
avoiding
and
your
just
relief?
situated right now?
Hmm.
I just saying, could you picture living forever with everything that you're going through, just the COVID period and all of the insanity that was,
It's not
and it's
about
likely to happen
it's
again.
not about living forever because
The thing that took thousands
let
of
me let me
lives,
let me
all
tell
the other
you
things that take thousands of lives.
let me
COVID
tell
took
you
thousands, more than that, lives.
let
So
me
that's what
tell
I meant by is a relief from that kind of pain.
let me tell you
But there are also
one
good
of the
things to
things
enjoy.
let me tell you one of the things that changed my perspective of my life when I
Yeah,
realized
listen, I'm actually interested.
when I realized that what I called life was really dying. So I began to die the day I took my first breath.
Right?
That's when death really begins. So I don't look into the future to find my death. My death has already happened. So
That is
what
actually true. That's
hold up,
something
hold up,
I
hold up,
actually believe.
hold up.
Yeah.
If my death has already happened, then what the hell is this that I'm experiencing? Oh, guess what? It's nothing. This is all nothing. This is vanity. It's fleeting. Because guess what? I don't need
I
to
don't
worry
think
about
many people
dying.
would understand where you're coming from, though. I understand where you're coming from, but I don't think many people will understand where you're coming from. And it will cause confusion in their minds. That's why you get the aggressive people coming at you because they're confused. They don't understand where you're coming from. You there still? Hello? Oh, you took a break, going to the washroom? Papa, I come back. You just disappear. You could have said, excuse. I was
No, no,
listening to
no,
him.
no. The tank was full and I had to feed the gods. So I went to go and give the gods water to drink. I went to go and give the gods water to
Yes,
drink.
yes, yes, yes.
The natural warm water of the human machine. Oh yeah. The gods
Because
the,
you don't believe it,
the,
though. Don't forget
the,
that.
the gods love drinking the water, the warm water of the human machine. I call it urination. It's the holy urination. Hmm. Yeah.
They didn't get to remember it, so they don't exist.
Yeah. The gods and R. Kelly.
But
The gods and R. Kelly.
you do
Like both the gods and R. Kelly like to
make. I'm quite sure all the persons, even like myself, who believe in God, still, you do make them go back. They'll go back and look. They'll go back and research. They'll go back and think. And I
Natasha,
like that. I like
Natasha,
that part of what you're doing.
Natasha.
Yeah, I'm listening.
You want me to tell you a very, very heartbreaking truth?
I'm listening. Go ahead.
You don't even believe in God. You just say it just so you can convince yourself, but deep down, you know that it's not a matter of belief, and you know that the belief is not real. But you just say it because part of you just emotionally just lost the idea. You don't really believe in God.
Foxa, I do. Foxa, I do
Listen,
love the idea
listen,
that there
no,
is
listen,
God.
sister, your life is going to change when that epiphany hits you. When one day you get up and the sun is still hot, everything is still the same, but it just dawns on you that, holy cow, I actually don't believe. And it's okay. That fear is not going to be there. You're going to be like, what made me believe so much that I just wouldn't think at all about other things? What? You know,
I do think about other things.
uh-huh.
I think about our own existence. I think about God. I think about everything. Everything you used to think about before you, as you said, grew up. I still think about those things. But I really appreciate what you're doing here because you're gonna make people think. You're gonna make them do research. You're gonna make them really look at what they believe in,
Like I said,
and that's a good thing.
you don't really believe. What you're doing is that you're doubting. This thing that you call belief is really your doubt that is manifesting itself. But maybe you don't really understand the definition of the word doubt. So I would urge you to really study what it means to doubt and how do doubts manifest themselves. You would see that what you are calling a belief is really the manifestation of your doubt, your uncertainty, your disparity, your unsatisfaction, your desire for relief, your incapabilities, your insecurities, your fears, all put together have made you doubt. So you need to find an anchor, something to hold on to. And whatever you have
I
found
think
so far,
everybody.
you doubt. There is nothing you have found that you haven't doubted.
Yes, that is so true. I think even everyone who believes in a God, and I just talk about Christians alone, like everybody who believes in a God has doubts. And I know you understand what I'm saying. Everybody has doubts. Even if they're not following any particular religion, they just
Hold
believe
up,
in a creator.
hold up, hold up,
Yeah.
hold up. There is
Go ahead, go ahead.
somebody in the comment section said, "Hey host, you are the person I saw you on my vision. Soon you will meet a demon in front of you."
Hey, that is not. Listen,
Sister Natasha,
everybody calls themselves. Wait,
Natasha,
just now, everybody calls themselves Christians, right? But not everybody that says that is one for real.
Natasha,
Yeah, go ahead.
I love talking to you, but
Yeah,
unfortunately,
I would like to talk to you
I need to
off of
move on
the
to the next guest,
this
okay?
platform.
Unfortunately, I need to move on to
Is
the
it
next guest.
possible to talk to you off of the platform?
Sure, just DM me
All right, cool.
if you
Keep
can.
keep it up. Make them think. Bye.
Yes, ma'am. You're welcome. Someone says this dude needs to go to bed. This comments, you guys are, yeah, let's just say, you have been domesticated. Let me give another lady a chance, and then I bring the wolves.
Yeah, go ahead. You can cut me off.
I got you. What's going on, Slim Cat?
Oh, you answered me.
Of course.
No, hold on. Let me. Oh, I'm out here. Oh,
Why would your Lord and your Majesty ignore your beauty?
look, I was in the kitchen. Oh, listen. I'm trying to understand exactly what somebody said that you was atheist. So listen, I'm not religious. I'm not a Christian. Like I'm like one of the ladies that said like gods and goddess. That's what I'm believing now. But I'm open to believing something different. But sometimes, like I'm just saying in the comments, I believe in God for strength. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I feel like he don't answer. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I really think that I'm finding the strength within myself. So I'm just trying to understand and just, you know what I'm saying? If I'm making sense.
So you believe in God because you're weak.
Yeah, you could say that. I ain't, you know.
So if you were to find a strength that made you strong, then you wouldn't need to believe in God.
But what? So what? How do I find it then?
By understanding that your weakness is your strength. Think about it.
Okay.
That weakness that makes you desire a God It's the reason why you shouldn't need God. You just don't know it. Your weakness,
So I'm trying.
your weakness is there to show you what you can do. But if you don't want to do what you can do based on the information you got from your weakness, then you would desire a savior. When you fall, it's because you weren't running right. So you get back up and then run right. Run in a different way than you ran before you fell. And you wouldn't fall.
Should I do that? But sometimes I fall again. Shit. Shoot.
But when you fall
So
again, you don't fall in the same way. You fall in a different
yeah.
way. So check this out. This is why I put it. Life is suffering. Nobody is a sinner, but everyone in this world is a sufferer. And suffering causes pain.
Mm-hmm.
It causes a lot of pain. And that pain makes people make mistakes. Those mistakes make people learn lessons. And when those people learn those lessons and put them to practice, they gain wisdom by fixing those mistakes. But in the process of fixing those mistakes, they suffer even more. And they experience even more pain.
Mm-hmm.
Then they make even bigger mistakes and they learn even more enlightening lessons and they fix the mistakes by gaining even higher wisdoms. It's like a staircase, you know. Every step looks the same, but the higher you go, the higher your attitude, the broader your perspective. You keep going through that suffering, that pain, that lesson, and that mistake, that lesson, that wisdom. You keep going all those stages. Eventually, you get up there where you can see above all the mountains. And then every single mountain you can see is all your struggles. And you're just like, holy cow, when did I ever overcome all of this? You see, sometimes you got to turn back and see how far you've come. Then you're going to know how strong you are. If you can see how far you've come, then you will realize that the fact that you are now on the ground is nothing compared to what you're really capable of. There's never been a time when you did not become stronger than your problems. Naturally. Like it don't matter how long a problem lasts, somehow, somewhere, you fixed it. And when you meet a problem that you can't fix, that's the day you die. Surely you're not dead. That means that you haven't yet encountered a problem you couldn't fix. So you ain't gonna go into this with a losing mentality. You're coming at life in your adulthood like a conqueror. You know you've been conquering problems, finding solutions for a long time on your own. Because even when you prayed, God didn't show up. You still had to get up and go do the work your damn self. God just been showing up to steal credit for your hard work. But it ain't really God. It's what somebody told you God was. Come to find out that strength all comes out from inside of you. And you only get stronger whenever you find a new weakness. A man who has no weakness is a weak man. A man that has no weakness is a weak man.
Like people saying that he showed up for them, but I just don't like they can't. I don't see where you can prove that he showed up for you. Like I said, I believe in him just for strength. Like and people believe in it
Sister,
just so they
sister,
scared
you're a
fear.
woman. Why don't you believe in her?
Oh yeah, see, I done had two where they say God is a woman, and I
No,
just
no, no, no. I didn't say anything about God being a man. I'm just saying
oh yeah
you
yeah.
are a her. Why are you programming your belief towards a he? That's counterproductive to what you are. That can't nourish you. That's like you eating raw meat without cooking it. Nah, you're a her. You're not a he. Your belief, your trust towards ideas should not take a masculine form. It should always take a feminine form because that all encompassing vastness of imagination that you have is feminine. That's what makes you powerful. That's why when a woman tries to be a man, she makes herself weak. And when a
Mm-hmm.
man tries to be a woman, he makes himself weak. I mean nothing against people who are like that. But have you ever noticed that, these brothers and sisters that want to like switch their genders and, a man, most of these men, they want to walk like a female in order to feel like a female. They want to talk like a female to feel like. They think that being a female is how you talk and how you walk. When in reality, being a female is your character, is your thought process, is your nurturing. It ain't got nothing to do with how you look. If you have to change your look to look like a female, it's probably because you're not. Because a woman who is naturally a woman doesn't have to try to be a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not saying that you can't be what you want to be. You could be whatever you want to be now.
Facts too. I don't judge. I don't judge. I'm just in this trying to find. I'm just on my search for the truth, and I just love to go around and it makes it. I get to question myself, and just really I'm trying to find myself. But I've been out of religion for 5 years. Like my grandmama a Christian, she Pentecostal holiness. I've been out of that part. So now I'm just on this search. So I don't like to question God. But sometimes I question him. You know what I'm saying? But then I ran across you for the last few weeks. Well, about a week. And you be having me thinking for real. You really, people like to try to debate you. But if you listen to what you saying, it'll have you questioning thinking. But they too big trying to, because what they've been taught. And so it's kind of hard to listen
You know
to
what I
what you're
tell
saying.
people? People are looking for answers.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep telling them, the best answer to your question is always another question.
Mm.
If you find an answer, which is not another question, that is evidence that you've lied to yourself. Every answer that you find would always be a question that needs another answer. That is why life is enjoyable. You're always going from question to question. Question number A is answered by asking question number B. So the true answer is not necessarily a statement or something that satisfies that question. No, a true answer is your question being able to give birth to another question, and so on and so forth. That's how the human brain works. That's how you solve problems. Well, why did he do this? How did he get there? When did it happen? Who was it with? Before you know, you unravel the puzzle, and all you literally did was ask questions. You didn't even freaking find the answer. You're just asking questions. You're like, God damn, I get it. You're like, think about it, right? You're like, O.J. Simpson committed the crime, and you don't know if he did it, but you ask yourself, well, why was his shirt covered in blood 3 hours after the person got murdered in his house? Where did they find him? Oh, they found him at Walmart. He was buying a shovel. Oh, what? Oh, he had just previously bought some concrete? What? You see, you ask questions and then you just get enlightened. Enlightenment is the ability to ask difficult questions that cannot be answered. That's enlightenment. Enlightenment is not finding answers. Only fools find answers. Thank you for your time, okay, sister.
Well, thank you.
I appreciate you. Don't ask who creates the soul. Ask how is the soul created. Doesn't matter who creates the soul if they can teach you how to create a soul.
Who creates souls doesn't really matter. It's how is the soul created? Because you also are a creator. If you're trying to find out who creates soul, it must be because you want to know how to create your own souls. And if I want to ask you, why then do you want to know how that who creates soul? Well, why you want to know how and who is because of what you want to do and when you want to do it. That is how you ask a question. Boom, 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 boom. If you were thinking, oh man, today is Sunday and I literally live next to a church.
But please go to the point. Hit it. There is no God. There ain't never been. What you got?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm chilling, man. What you got for me, bro?
Okay. First thing I'm gonna say is my voice is not the best voice in the world. I do have a disability. I have muscular dystrophy, and I also have a trait. Um, how do you explain miracles?
A delusion.
A delusion. Meaning?
It's not real. Your mind is just making it up because it can't explain or understand what's happening. It's probably getting tricked.
Okay, I have a quick story. I'm not gonna be too long. To get the full story, get my book, the Andre Williams story, available on Amazon.com.
I wish I could let you tell me the
When I
story,
was
bro,
in a
but I do
coma.
not have too much time.
Okay, real quick. I was in a coma, for 10 weeks. They finally told my mother to pull the plug on me because I was dead. My great grandmother, which was an evangelist, she came to the hospital and she prayed for me for about 3 or 4 hours. And after that, she asked the doctor to give me one more day. The next day, I showed signs of improvement. By that third day, I was awakened.
Pure coincidence.
Coincidence. And also, I was given to 12 years old to live. I'm 46 years
Pure
old today.
coincidence.
That's a lot of coincidences, man. A lot.
Guess what? Maybe your life is just a pile of coincidences. So you should ask yourself, are you delusional? Maybe that's why. But thank you for your time, okay, brother? I appreciate you.
You too, bro. All right.
Yes. I have a quick question. I notice a lot of the people that come on and one of their evidence of a miracle is that they were on the brink of death and they got brought to life, back to life. This concept of heaven is such a glorious place. Why would it be a miracle to be brought back to this hellhole?
That's crazy.
I wanted to ask
The
him.
true
I know
miracle
you.
would be for you to stay in heaven
That's a
permanently.
delusion.
Yeah.
Why would you want? Why? How is that some sign that it's such a good God? That seemed like he would. I mean, it seemed like he would be kind of. That would be mean spirited.
If God loved you, he would never send you back to this wicked world. He would just keep you with him in heaven. In fact,
Exactly.
why did God take 23, 45,000 innocent people in an earthquake when there's all these Christians who want to go to heaven that he could just take them voluntarily? Oh, man.
I'm so confused. It's just like it's like a trickster spirit. Like
Maybe God is
these
just an idea
miracles.
that lives in the back of their heads. Maybe God is just an idea that lives in the back of their heads.
I just had to get to that. I'm gonna let you get to all the,
Thank you, man.
You
Let me
schooling us.
roll
All
on,
right,
man.
thank you.
My time is about done, but let's see what I can do with this.
Steve Awesome, I'll be with you. So actually, let me bring him.
What's up? Awesome.
Hey, bro, how you doing?
What you got for me, bro? Go straight to your point. What you got?
Hey Tezock, I've been here before, but I'm just coming back quick just to say that our African brothers who come here and be like, "Oh, you with the Google Gaga stuff." Go easy on them, bro. You
Cuckoo
know how they are. You
Gaga.
know how they are. You know how they
Kukology
are, man.
and Gagalogy. That's what I call it. Kukology and Gagalogy.
You know how they are, man. Go easy on them. Go easy on them. Because it's sometimes it might not be their fault for not realizing the state, because sometimes we are forced as Africans, most of us, to believe this and to make this our whole purpose in life. So that's all I just want to say. Just go easy on them, man. Go easy.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, bro. I'm glad I met you on this platform.
Steve, say your request again. My bad. I accidentally took you down. All right, there you go.
Bro.
Get
Okay,
straight
I
to the
guess you cut
point.
me off. Yeah, so I'm glad I met you on this platform, and I just want to say, um, I was like a believer until I lost my brother. Now, a brother is a very good guy, and the circumstances of which he died was he had an accident, and he had a car accident. The car smashed on another car and caught fire. So the fire burnt his legs so bad that the fire had to burn the seatbelt before he could get out.
Wow.
Then at the hospital, they said in order for his legs to heal, that he will need a skin donor. That's skin grafting. So I stepped up. I donated my skin, with all the prayers. Even his church pastor came over to pray and all, with all this belief, okay, he's going to rise again, he's going to get better. Or just a month after, he died. And I looked and I said, God, why? Up till tomorrow, I've not heard anything from God. I've not heard any apology from God. I've not heard any excuse from God. I'm just getting flimsy excuses from humans telling me God knows best. And I think that's just the painful part, because when you don't have an answer to something, you just end it up by saying God knows best. Then it got me thinking, deep thinking. I felt, okay, if God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, his son came down to die and he went back to him. So what's the essence of dying?
Brother, you know that if you don't believe anymore, dying happens because it is guaranteed, and that is the true purpose of life, is to die, right? So I think you get caught up so much in how your brother died rather than you get caught up in the fact that he did die instead of how he died. Now, when you look at how he died, you also misunderstand it. That's what's causing you pain, right? I don't think that losing your brother should be a good enough reason for you to not believe in God. Because not believing in God should be a matter of smooth understanding. It shouldn't be hostile. You need to just understand that there's just no God. Right? It's not a matter of getting angry at God, blaming God. Now, if losing your brother was what led you to that understanding, then fine. But you shouldn't use your brother's death as a reason why you don't believe in God, because that's not substantial enough. That's from a position of pain. So, what would have happened if your brother lived? Let's say coincidentally something happened when your brother lived. Would you have continued and become even a more stronger believer? No. Oh yeah, who knows? So I would
Well,
say
the
to you
truth
that
is,
Seek deeper meaning
Let me
beyond your pain. Seek deeper meaning beyond your pain.
Yeah, probably. I think why I was caught up in all this quagmire was because maybe I still had doubts before he died. You know, when things happen, and I began to wonder that if there is a God, why should this happen? Like you were saying, if there is a God, why should there be earthquake? If there is a God, why should there be accidents and
There's
good
a
people
rational
dying?
reason. There is a rational reason why there can be a God and those things will exist. That God is evil and likes to see people suffer. That's the second option. So either there is just no God, or the God that exists is a devil who loves to see human beings suffer. I mean, and if that's the case, what can you do? What can you do against an almighty evil being? What can you do against such an almighty wicked creature? Creator. You can't do anything against such a being, right? So,
But then they say God is love, right? Is that a way of loving us?
well, he loves to watch you suffer. That's love. Thank you for your time, brother, man. I appreciate you,
Thank
man.
you,
I
man. Take
appreciate you.
care of you.
Yes, sir. Hello. Go straight to your point. Hello. 323. Go straight to your point, sister.
Ah, I
Hello.
didn't know that.
Look at that. Hey. Children 3. There is no God, there never has been, there never will be.
Anything. Isn't. Hello.
Hello.
What you got for me? Please go
Hello.
straight to your point. Yes, sir.
Oh no, I had no point. I just wanted to agree with you and say have a good day.
I appreciate you, man. I could use that
You seemed a
sometime,
bit
man.
like angry. Try and make you smile, man. I thought we'll try and make you
Yeah,
smile.
man. Thank you.
Have a good day,
Yeah.
man.
You too.
You too, man.
Bakanga forever.
Legos.
I
The
go hear
the
you.
man from Canada. How far?
Now man be this. How the worker?
Boy.
Okay, Bakanga, I just want to go. I just want to.
Oh,
Okay. Can I speak or somebody's about to talk?
No, speak. I have to make sure I bring you because I almost ended the show, but I noticed that you've been there for a while. So go ahead. What's up?
No, I was special. I understand, especially when people come up and the argument is going deep. I understand.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah. So I was about to say something on about like like religious people. I just want to religious people. There's something they say colonization. If there was no colonization, if they say we are people talk about religious because of colonization, but even without the colonization, religions could still come in Africa because that is just the way to control humanity, the way I see. And
I
then,
agree with you. It will still be imported to Africa one way or another. But
yeah,
Africans would not have received it so much without colonization.
sure,
We would not have received it,
sure, sure.
you know.
And when they talk about when they say, for me, time there's time for everything, right? Because when religious people come, they feel like it is so embarrassing to say that God doesn't exist and stuff like that. There's time for everything. There's time to plant and time to harvest. The time for religion to play its part has already passed. This is a new period. This is a new time that you need to change from that because you plant and you harvest. So
Brother,
they are just
I wish they could understand what you're saying. This is the age of the internet, you know.
sure, sure.
This is the age of the internet. And if you're not thinking better than a machine. A machine will replace you. That's just the fact. You know.
That's very true. That's very true. Hey, Tezo, please don't
I was
forget to follow
thinking
this
that
my
you know what you are
account
doing.
too.
You know what you are doing, because some people are doing some things more worse than what you are doing. I was, because even you go to your page, what did you post and what you are doing in this life? I never go to this life. This is my first time to come. What I listen to your conversation with people. People have to use their mind for it. It's not easy.
The, you know, Bakanga, can I just say something? You know, since 2020, right?
Mm-hmm.
That started since 2020. That's when I started watching your life, watching what you say. But I can assure you that was since then I got much more enlightened, because I used to have this doubt, and each time I have this doubt that there is no God, I still say to myself that, hey, maybe this is too much thinking and it could be sin.
Because you were
And then
afraid. So what you did was you overcame your
exactly.
fear, right? Because guess what, bro? When you don't believe in God, you are giving God, if there is a God, you are giving him the best chance to reveal himself.
Sure. That's very true.
No, you're giving God the best chance to
That's
reveal
very true.
himself. I am tired. I am
That's
tired.
right.
Look, y'all, I appreciate everyone of Lagos, bro.
Yeah, bro.
One day you are Basanta. One day you're a man of many names.
bro,
So
bro. Let me tell you a story behind that. Let me tell you a fast story behind that. You know, when I started this thing talking about God, and then the people who knows me from my place, then they are chasing me all over social media, right?
right.
And what they are saying, that like right now, if I go back to Cameroon, the people who know me, they are ready to even come in my house with the Bible and knives, so that when they kill me, they say God send them. That is that is the reason why I'm dodging with names like that, because
Right.
they search my account. Yeah,
That's good.
that's the thing.
Well, you got to be
Yeah,
smart, right? We know exactly how violent religious people can get, but religious people are not evil, man. They're not necessarily